Wait. I do believe we are live. Bear with me. My brain, ladies and gents, ain't as sharp as it used to be. Hi, everybody. Today is Friday, the of December 2024. I am Brune, and I trust you're all doing mightily fine today. Guess what? It's a kicking back the week, members only, but not for members only. Lost 4 viewers, blah, blah, blah. Shall I get the guest out before I lose all the viewers? Evening, folks. Whee.
Hello there.
Hello there, Trevor. How are you?
I'm all right, Brune. How are you?
I'm okay, my friend. I'm okay. How are you?
I am doing pretty well, actually.
Oh, look at this.
What?
Gamer, Reg.
Hey! Thank you. I appreciate that,
modern.
oldest gamer. He's a sound dude. I was watching him on a live stream recently. Nice bloke.
Hail, my friend.
I'd buy him a beer. In fact, I'd pretty much buy everybody in the chat a beer, because they're all sound.
That's 28 at the moment, so that would be a manageable round.
Let's see if we can get it up to a ton. If everybody posted 33 on social media that we're on and we're here. Hello, Amelia Bedelia, who's just joined in.
Amelia Bodelia wrenched. It's freezing here in Canada.
I wonder whereabouts in Canada. I used to live in Canada.
Are you anywhere near Trudeau, Amelia?
Me? Oh, Amelia, no. No, I used to live in Alberta. If there's any Albertans in the chat, hello.
Alberta, that's a shampoo, isn't it?
No, that's Alberto VO5, isn't it? Southern Ontario. There we go.
Ontario. Is that good or bad?
Not bad, because it'll be sort of around the Great Lakes area, top side of there, I think.
Okay, shall we do something very boring?
Oh, please, not geography. Don't do geography. We don't need a lesson.
Shall we try and connect with the audience?
Yeah.
I'll start. You don't need to obviously put your position to the postcode, to the fucking zip code or whatever, but I'll start. This is where I am kind of... Just amuse yourselves. It's going very well. Ba-da-ba-ba. Yes. Okay. So, oh yes, Sword in the Storm. Dundee.
Oh, really?
You work.
Oh God.
Oh, do you know is the bacon factory still there? My
I don't know. Is it?
My sister used to work. Yeah,
Did she?
Yeah.
I've drove past that a few times.
I always remember I went to visit her the same week Star Trek: The Search for Spock was on.
Oh, what,
how long ago was that? Yeah, how long
84?
ago was that?
83, 84 at least.
Oh, Partridge Country.
Are you related to your sister? Are you married to her? Ha ha! Sorry, I had to get that one in.
That London. Oh, is that where Starmer lives?
I don't want to go there. I live in a place that's famous for its bent church. That gives you an idea. Anybody in the chat?
It is
Bent church.
Bent
in the
church.
Midlands. Yeah, Bent Church. If you go on the Midland Main Line, you go through it, and everybody goes, "Oh, look at that church." Manum's got it right. Manum's got it right.
Let me get to it on. Has he?
Yeah.
Also, chats. So I'm boomering, folks. It's just
a little bit.
Yeah, it is. Who am I looking for?
Manum.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Viva Chess Vegas, which has got more
Glasgow.
takeaways per capita than any other place in England.
Really?
There's 2 takeaways for every person. Oh, look at that for an avatar. Babylon 5.
Great program. It's
Post Earth Alliance as well.
Babylon 5 is a flawed masterpiece.
It isn't. Yeah, I don't know. It isn't. It isn't. Fair enough.
That's what I mean.
Graphically, it's not the best.
Well, no, it was amazing back then.
Yeah, but it was all done on Amigas.
A big room of them, yes.
Yeah, they were up against ILM with server farms and everything at that generation.
I really liked the Babylon 5. It just looked great back then.
Yeah. In fact, one of the guy who was in charge of the visual effects was a guy called Ron Thornton. Yeah, and he worked on Blake 7. All right, there, my lover. Bristol. I love Bristol. It's a nice place to be.
If TNT, which was the Turner News Network, whatever, didn't fuck about and give Straczynski is 5
Joe Michael
seasons.
Straczynski.
Yeah. If it had been given 5 seasons, and not having the kind of threat of cancellation at the end of season 4, so he had to shoehorn everything into season 4. Yeah,
it worked though.
We could have had an amazing 5 seasons of TV. Yeah. They did the story, and then they got another season, didn't they? And then it went on to the telepaths. And do you know what? They should have just left it there, to be fair.
Well, then you've got the TV movies as well, which kind of
were good. Some of them were good.
I mean, In the Beginning is a fantastic pilot. It got its soundtrack replaced, didn't it? You know, because Turner bought it. The original soundtrack was produced by Stuart Copeland, the drummer from The Police.
Indeed.
And then when it got re-released, they had Christopher Franke, from Tangerine Dream. And he redid the whole score for it. But I didn't think there was anything wrong with the Stuart Copeland one.
No, the season 3 of Babylon 5, the opening titles and music, incredible.
Yeah.
That was peak. What's his name? Christopher
Franke.
Peak. Amazing.
Yeah, it was good. Very good.
Such a great show.
It was. And I tell you something, what always impressed me, and it kind of made shivers go up my spine, but in a wrong way, was the screeches of the shadow vessels. They used to scream, didn't they? Screech.
Yeah, the shadow vessels were just the design of those. That was next level.
Well, that was organic technology, same as the Vorlons.
Yeah. Yeah, the music for Babylon 5 was just...
definitely.
Yeah.
If you think about it, the Vorlons, even though they were really technically advanced and wise beyond years...
Well, they were gods, weren't they?
They were billions of years old, and they became a mono society. They were all the same person, but different aspects of the same consciousness. And...
Gosh.
In the end, they were quite childlike, when Lorien offered them let's go beyond the rim, which always used to make me laugh. Because what's going beyond the rim exactly? Is that something fruity? Should I be worried? Because if somebody said to me, would you like to go beyond the rim, I'd probably hit them.
Was it the second season where Kosh reveals himself by saving Sheridan?
Yeah, I think it
And
is.
all the alien races see Kosh as their god flying up.
Well, as an angel.
But their version.
Because they were all genetically programmed to perceive the Vorlons that way, because the Vorlons had interfered with so many young species.
Much like Savile. Moving on. Sorry. I killed it, everybody. I killed it. Sorry.
I have passed the torch to you, my son.
Sorry.
Oldest Gamer says, wrenched.
Bear with
Chickstick
me.
V5. That is, I like that.
Bear with me. Where were we? Not that one.
No.
Oh, here we go. The chat's just really animated this evening.
I like it. It's good.
I can only see 8 messages at any one time, and when it's fast, I just misses.
Yeah, it's not telling me how many people are in the chat though for some reason.
Here you go. Now, go on then, Trev.
No, I refuse.
Now then. Hooded Man, wrenched, World of Sports. That could be World of Savile.
Oh, look at that. Hooded Man has got the Bin Man logo. Can you see that?
The Bin Man logo?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Well, looking on YouTube itself.
Savile on 5.
Oh,
that sounds like a antiseptic cream. Savile
Shall I log out and log back in again?
No, because I'll be on my own and I'll be like a startled rabbit.
No. Well,
and see, was it guitar?
The what now?
Guitar. Help me out here.
Are you on about Jakar?
Yeah, Jakar.
Yeah, it was a Narn.
That was a great story arc for Jakar. Just so fantastic. From like pretty much warring lizard man to like philosopher.
Yeah, he became very what's the word? Very enlightened, didn't he? He became he was basically carrying on from where Jaquan, who was like their sort of Jesus.
Yeah.
Who wrote the Book of Jaquan. He started doing his own thing, and he did the Book of Jakar. But it's also notable as well that Sinclair goes back in time, uses the Triluminary device, and he becomes Valen, which is the Minbari Jesus. Isn't it weird?
The was it Babylon Squared?
That's the one where Babylon 4 gets hijacked and taken back in time.
Yeah, was that was the one of the episodes from season 1, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah.
Well,
they did that and tied it in with another one in season 4.
I'll give you a boring story, right? For some reason, I still had the I recorded it from Channel 4, so I still had the VHS, the TV recording of Babylon Squared, which was a great episode where they steal Babylon 4 to go back, don't they?
Yeah. Rafrost, if you remember.
The one.
You are not the one.
Not the one.
You are the one that was. You are the one that is. And you are the one that will be.
Season 3 had the 2-parter to finish the story off, didn't it?
I thought it was 4, but I could be wrong.
Was it?
I don't know.
You might be right, actually.
Because that was...
in fact, you probably are, yeah.
Oh, God.
Kids.
Yeah.
There was a good 2 years between 2.5 years, so you're probably right.
It was written in, wasn't it, to give Michael O'Hare a good way to get out of the storyline, because he was struggling with mental health issues.
He was
schizophrenic, bless him.
Yeah, my friend's father was really into Babylon 5 as well, and Luckily enough, my friend was visiting from London because he lived in London, but he was seeing his dad in York, and it was the weekend where there was the second part of that story. So we had the episode from season 1 that I'd taped. Then we had the second, or the first part of the second, the continuation, season 4.
Yeah.
That was a 2-parter, wasn't it? So the week after, the timings were amazing. We went to watch Babylon 5 at my friend's house with his dad, and we watched. I brought the VHS over of the first episode from 2.5 years. So we timed it so we'd watch those 2 episodes, and then once the third part came on Channel 4, it'd be just perfect timing. And I'm not kidding you. Considering the first episode was like made 2.5 years before, it was just seamless.
Yeah.
Incredible.
You've got to admit the continuity.
It's just
It was
incredible.
sublime, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It really did do it justice.
Yeah. You wouldn't have known that the first episode was made 2.5 years before. It's just fantastic. Oh, TV, Trevor, when TV used to be,
When it was decent.
and we took it for granted.
And it was episodic with story arcs. I think that works really well. If you have episodic adventures every week, but you have that undercurrent of a story arc for that season taking place, if it's structured well, it really does pay off.
Oh.
I don't know what I've done to my YouTube. I've ballsed it up.
The Hooded Man wrenched World of Sport. Never saw one episode of Babylon 5. I think you should watch it. It's incredible.
We ought to do it. Could we do that without getting a copyright strike? Watch it and do a reaction?
No, you just get copyrighted.
Oh, that sucks.
You can't. You cannot do anything without getting your collar felt, as it were.
I beg your pardon, sir?
Come on, people. Wrenched. Will Trev be on the radio tomorrow?
Yes, from 10 a.m. somewhere in Yorkshire.
Do you know what?
In fact, I've been on all week. It's been interesting. I've been doing a breakfast show all week, which was fun.
We could EFAP. We could EFAP an episode, but I'd need to. You have to cover over the. Hello, my friend. You need to cover over what the pictures is, so YouTube can't. The auto bots don't pick it up. It's just a pain in the ass.
Yeah, why did they make it more trouble than it's worth?
Oh, I don't fucking know. Here you go, oldest gamer. Wrenched. Babylon 5 is back on Amazon Prime for those who want to watch it.
Yeah, but your territory's mileage may vary. Because I think it's paid for over here if you want to watch it on Amazon. But I've got them all safely located on a hard drive somewhere.
I think it's, for me, I need to rewatch it at some point. I don't think I've watched it since the original series was out. Here you go, folks.
It's Andrew Broadbent. 949 days sober. Well done, sir.
Nice.
Been to a meeting in Mansfield and back in Ofton, Derbyshire. Alfreton, we call it Ofton. In fact, I live quite close to Alfreton. I'm not too far away from it. In fact, I've been through Alfreton 10 times this week.
You could go drinking with...
No.
Oh, I didn't mean that.
Dude. You knob. That is so low.
Bastard.
Could always go for a celebratory iron brew.
I could have killed for a cigarette this week. How bad is that?
Oh.
That's not good.
I've been working in conditions where everybody has been smoking, and I've not appreciated it one bit.
Do you know, it really is true. Once you quit, you're always an addict.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than an ex-smoker.
I've not quitting yet, so was it I've quit? Oh, I can't remember.
Do you know something? Hooded Man, yes, I agree with that. World of Sport wrenched. Well done, Andrew. Yeah, well done, mate. Good on you.
The worst.
I wish I had the willpower to keep out of chip shops. I will say that.
The worst addictions are the legal ones: smoking, drinking.
Well, of course they are. They generate more tax revenue, don't they?
Yeah.
The only reason why drugs aren't legal per se is because they've not been able to justify charging tax on them. Yeah.
Yeah. Paige Ashley. Have you gents ever seen Split Second with Rutger Hauer? Scary, exciting, funny movie.
That is very good. I don't know if you've seen it, Brownie. Dick Durkin. There's a name for you.
Who?
Dick Durkin.
When was it out?
1991. I think Kim Cattrall's in it as well.
Possibly. It's a long time ago.
It did well on VHS. In fact, I'm going to IMDb it because I am sure Kim Cattrall was in it. And there was a bloke who was in a lot of coffee adverts at the time.
Gareth
Hunt. No, he wasn't Magic in the Beans. But Dick Durkin. I'm going to look him up now.
Oh, is it Dick Van Dyke?
No.
No, Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Durkin was the character.
Dick Van Dyke?
Yes, Kim Cattrall was in it as Michelle McLean. And Alistair Duncan was Detective Dick Durkin. Anthony Head. Well, apparently so. Very good.
Is that the one set in London?
Yeah. And London's flooded. I tell you who's in it as well. Pete Postlethwaite. Ian Jury's in it.
Pete Postlethwaite.
Let's see if anybody else.
Neil
Duncan.
That's
You're thinking of Robert Duncan McNeil.
Oh yeah. So okay.
Who played Tom Paris. He was on the Decon podcast not so long back, and he's really, really changed. But he's doing a lot of directing these days.
Yeah, he's a director. I'm missing lots of comments, apparently.
Yeah. I've noticed that. But the thing is,
this one?
Oh, goodness sakes. I don't understand why, but my chat isn't working. It's only showing participant. Oh, there we go. I figured it. Oh, you've got a super chat, Justin.
Got a couple.
What? What?
No, that's a brownism, that. What?
Ah,
hello,
right.
James. Hello, James. Yeah.
Do you know, it's not a bad film, Split Second.
Is it quick?
Not as quick as you have heard.
A busy guy. Should we do some super
Is it true what I've heard about you in a shed at Haxby?
Haxby?
Mm.
My friend used to live in Haxby.
Mm. There's a rumour about you in Haxby shed, in a shed in Haxby.
Shed?
No, seriously, this is going off on a tangent now. There's actually a YouTube channel called Haxby Shed. Go figure.
That's north of York, everybody.
Top side.
Melvin Deeply.
I haven't.
They're listed. I'm going to do them, Melvin.
Come on, you've been ungrateful to your patrons.
I've got a pussy on my lap.
Bragging or complaining. Go on, then.
Okay. Melvin
Me
Deeply,
or thee, sir?
Yeah, you can do it for him.
Melvin Deeply, wrench for £2. The Gobstopper Appreciation Society licks balls. I like that emoji. It looks a bit like the Planters Peanut Man.
Can you still get Planters peanuts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we do another?
Yeah, go for it.
Come on, people. Wrenched £5. I keep...
Oh, you're obsessed.
You know what? I think there's a... we all know your devices are listening to you.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe your device is picking up what I'm saying, and I think the cookies are kind of interlinked as well. Yeah.
Well, it's all for their benefit, not ours, is it? It's
Yeah.
all about marketing and making us buy stuff.
I keep being recommended Savile documentaries on YouTube.
Don't you think? Have you seen the movie They Live? You ever seen
No,
that film?
They Live.
They Live. It's a John Carpenter film from 1987
Is that
starring
that's very
Roddy Piper.
They Live. That's a very
Mhm.
progressive film then, isn't it? With the pronouns.
Well, you want to watch
See
it.
what I did there?
It's like a recipe for what's actually happening now.
Oh no.
Have you heard the famous line? I've come here today to chew bubble gum and to kick
Yeah, I know
ass.
that line. Yeah, I know that line.
And I'm all out of bubble gum. It's that one.
Oh, okay.
It's got the longest fight scene in history in it. There's Roddy Piper and Keith David fighting in an alleyway. Brilliant.
I probably have seen it, but I can't remember. It's probably that long ago. It's a cult film, isn't it?
It is indeed. It's very good. I love it.
Yeah.
It's got Thingy in it as well, Meg Foster. The lady
Thingy.
with the eyes.
Ooh. She, He-Man woman.
Yeah, Evelyn.
Evelyn, yeah. We've got another super, do you want to do it?
All right, go for it.
Common People doesn't say that he's actually watching them. I went down that rabbit hole once.
I find it all
YouTube.
unsavory. I mean,
It's
it
not good,
was was fun to have a slight poke at it, but now I'm finding it really distasteful these days. Maybe I'm actually growing up. I don't want to admit it.
Can we do
Cartoon
this one?
Man 154 for £2 for you. For your romantic pot noodle for 2.
Yay!
You can share it with your pussy.
Wouldn't it be great if we could? Obviously, a lot of the bigger channels get sponsorships. Wouldn't it be great to get Pot Noodle to sponsor this?
I tell you what you should do.
It'd be amazing, that would.
Why don't you write to Savlon and you could tie it in with your little in-jokes?
Savlon.
Mm.
What, the antiseptic cream?
Yeah. Because what does it sound like?
Mr. Brownlights, sponsored by antiseptic cream manufacturers.
Or, I tell you what you could do. You could approach Vaseline. You could have Mr.
No.
Brown in
Sponsor.
association with Vaseline for women who married for money. That'd be a good one for you.
Petroleum-based jellies.
Yes. Other penile lubricants are available. Just thought I'd put that out there.
We shouldn't use because it's oil-based. Is it
I
not?
don't know. I've never had a need to use it, to be fair.
World of Swap Shop, or WAS. Remember when Big D Peanuts used to have a bird on the with a zone out on the backing card behind the packet? So when the shopkeeper used to pull one off, you'd wonder where the bird.
You know, I vaguely seem to recall that being true.
Yeah, it's true.
Smilex has asked a question at 9:33 p.m. and I've got the answer for that.
Simlex.
Smilex, rather.
Simlex.
Smilex.
Ottoman.
Yeah.
At what time?
At 9:33 p.m. he's asked a question, and I know the answer to it. Right. Smilex wrenched. What is the best lubricant? It's called Astroglide. And it was a byproduct of the space shuttle program, why it's called Astroglide. It's true.
Why is it so special?
Because it's the best naughty lubricant there is. It's almost a zero friction fluid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where I used to work before I got the boots, we used to do the brochures for, like these catalogs that have all the sex toys and lubricants and Johnnies and stuff. So
Johnny's.
Johnny's and all that stuff. The
I've not
owner,
heard them call that for yonks.
yeah, the owner would bring because we'd have to photograph the products as well for the catalogue. So we had boxes and boxes of like Boys Own lube, Boys Own's lube, and everything. Used to be quite handy when I was shacked up with somebody.
All right.
Yeah,
As long as it was consensual.
it was.
Oh. Were you like your own little Colin and Barry from EastEnders?
I don't know. I've never watched.
Do you know, I haven't watched...
Not Boys Own. It's
Oh, God.
Boys, BOYS Own. I think
As
it
in
was
the shopping chain in Yorkshire.
It was
quite popular in my neck of the woods now.
It was lubricants for for consensual gentlemen, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
No, I don't understand that at all, Brownie. Would you care to elaborate for me? Because I'm a little bit confused.
Okay.
I'm also a little bit naive as well.
Okay. For gentlemen who batted for the same team, am I allowed to say that?
Are we talking about bombing? Are we talking about bombing? Are we talking about?
I couldn't.
Are we talking
possibly.
about? Are we talking about packing fudge?
No. KY Cowboys.
I thought of a board game for gay people called Pop-Up Poo Pirate. Do you remember the Pop-Up Pirate game for kids? But this one was Pop-Up Poo Pirate. Yar.
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 Yar. We've got a skeleton crew. Yar.
It be nature's wearing a ship, lad. Backdoor shenanigans, as Brian says. Yes, broke backers, says Alonzo Mosley.
Listen, that's not very nice word.
What? Backdoor shenaniganist.
All these comments in the chats are very, very risque comments.
It's all right. That's what we're here for. It's Friday.
Because I'm such a great guy, I'll overlook them. This once. Okay, I do feel I killed it, Trev.
A little bit. Common People's come out with a cracker at 9:37 p.m.
Oh, the chat. I think everybody's gone because the chat stayed. Here we go. This one.
Yeah, that's the one. Play fuckaroo with the wife. Is that like kangaroo, but trying to hold on while you're doing it?
Well, Common People, are you married?
And this surprises you how?
English
Amelia Bedelia's got the right idea in the chat. She's reining them in.
Yes. Amelia, sort them out, please.
Don't chuff in swear in the chat, please.
Yeah, Amelia, sort them out. Just tell them to behave.
Yeah.
Yeah, just behave.
Ooh. Otter's Pockets come out with a controversial one there.
Otter's Pocket?
Mm.
Oh, that's...
my legs.
Welcome to running up and down the stairs just to be an annoying little bastard to Pappy.
Make that a plural. That was two of them. They're doing it on purpose.
Smilex wrenched. There is zero chance that's Common People. Bastard. Hello, MC.
Nice xenomorph avatar. I like it.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh.
I was wondering what that was.
Is it species X121 now they're calling it?
I don't know.
Yeah, they keep changing it, don't they, to suit the needs now.
Did you you said there's a new movie in the offing, didn't you?
Yeah, Ridley Scott,
pushed, hasn't he?
Well, Ridley's more or less told him to jog on a little bit because Ridley wants to direct a third part to his trilogy, the David saga.
Oh, the one what we were left hanging.
Yeah. I forgot the working title of it now. Oh, I did tell you as well.
The goo. The black
No,
goo.
well, it is. Yeah, it involves the goo. What did I say it were called? Alien Awakenings. That's it.
Awakenings.
Yeah.
We've got a super chat. Do you want to read it?
You have indeed. Yeah, sure. Romeo, Tango, November, Zulu, Wrench, World of Sport with New Zealand $10. Just dropping by to say, gather some rosebuds while ye may. I'm just about to leave for a funeral.
Oh,
That's
man.
unfortunate. So can't stay. We'll leave you with this. Chuck Norris never cheats death. He wins fair and square. Valid point.
Funerals. As you get older and older, you go to more. Have you noticed?
I was saying this to somebody the other day. I have never known as many people die in a single year than this year.
Yeah.
Minimum wants to know how long have we known each other? Is it about 5 years now? 4 or 5 years at least? It was before the coof.
Was it?
Yeah.
So that'd be 2019 then, wouldn't it?
Or 18. When did you start? Because I was there very nearly at the beginning.
Do you know what, folks? A week tomorrow, December 21st. I got my dates mixed up with Brian. Sorry, Brian. A week tomorrow, so 21st of December, is 4 years to the day of the first stream.
Well, then it's 4 years then.
4 years. Yeah. So what was that? That was 2020.
Yeah.
And when did we get locked down?
2020.
So it was March 2020. So it took me 8 months before we decided to go on YouTube. Okay.
Oh. It's hard considering everything what's gone off, because everything's just flown by, even though it was ages ago.
Oh, this last 5 years, I don't know where it's gone.
Yeah. So it's quite easy to get things wrong, because I thought we'd been doing this at least 5 years. I thought it was pre-coof.
No,
but obviously it was during coof.
No, it was because I wouldn't have, if I was working full time and doing, because I used to go to bed at 10 p.m. because I had to get up at 6.
Because I remember you saying the word coof because we couldn't actually say, if you remember.
Old fella's going to come upstairs in a minute, so I need to mute.
Okay,
yeah, we weren't allowed to say it when
on here we weren't. No.
Yeah, because YouTube was just, you can say COVID now, but back then they'd just anything you had to go.
Funny
coof.
that.
Yeah, they were trying to censor us. Brune is the new.
Minim's got a cracker for you in the chat. Minim wrenched at me. Did you ever see Brown then with his bird who looked like Eva Green? I think she was called Bella Emberg. Harsh. Well, you don't look like Russ Abbott, so that's a good thing.
Night, Father. Good night. That's the old fellow, everybody. That's real life. That's Mr. Brown Senior, everybody.
Mr. Brown the First.
Well,
by your standards, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the old fella, yes.
That's your Todger, that is.
Z, are you coming on later, mate? After 10, you coming on? I will say, folks, anybody who's got availability for a link. No, I said that wrong, didn't I? Anybody, I sent Professor Artoo, that includes you. I sent a link for the stream. So if anybody wants to come on in about 20 minutes Fill your boots.
For God's sake. Stop
Are
it,
they-
you fat bastards. Jesus. Anybody think it were elephants?
The old fella's 96, everybody. 96.
Really?
Yeah, he's 96.
Well, I think he's doing remarkably bloody well then.
Yeah. Yeah, he's an expert at annoying the shit out of me.
At least he's not wiping his name on the wall in his own poo yet.
Not yet.
That's next week, folks.
Not yet.
I've promised my kids, if I make it to a ripe old age,
Oh, Jacob. Yeah.
if I make it to a ripe old age, at Christmas and family gatherings,
Yeah.
I'm going to be even more embarrassing. I'm going to purposely going to defecate myself and urinate myself in public just to show them up. And they'll go, "Come on, Dad, you don't do that." I go, "We don't know your dad where. We never figured that out. Your mum were a slag. You could be milkmans."
I don't know about you, peeps. There was a conversation many, many years ago. You know when you're just kind of chewing the fat of life, as it were. And I decided that the day that I cannot do my own ablutions, as it were, and you've got to rely on somebody else to, unless it's obviously a fit nurse, it's the time to go, innit?
Yeah. Crap into it as you get older. You just start dropping. You're just decaying inside your own flesh.
Yeah. Welcome to Old Bastards.
Well, you're slightly older than me, but I'm 2 men in one skin when you're not.
Oh, yes, you are.
I'm quite rotund and proud.
Somebody's got to be.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a meal for two, especially if I end up on an island with the cannibals.
It would be a crappy situation. Melvin Deeply, Sir Melvin of Deeply.
Oh, for God's sake. Are they doing this on purpose? Give over, you heavy-footed little shits.
Mr. Brownlights, just join the Foreign Legion when that happens.
What? What, when you can't
Why
you
does
can't
somebody
wipe
do it
your
for
own
you?
bum?
I don't know, just somebody do it for you.
If I get any fatter, I'll probably have that problem, and I'll be able to wipe my own backside.
Or you could just be getting old and as president of the USA, yeah. Didn't he pardon a load of criminals this?
No, just his son, the biggest criminal of
No,
all.
well, yeah, the biggest toe rag of them all. He also pardoned a load of scumbags this week as well. Or probably Biden didn't.
Has he pardoned himself? It's whoever's got their hand up his backside at the moment.
Yeah.
What an absolute scam that guy is. His presidency, he's the worst president since Jimmy Carter or Gerald Ford, easily.
No, I just think he's the worst president. Sorry, folks, politics. Professor Artoo, Wrench Willisport,
Yeah, but
39
you can't
pardons, 50.
Jesus. Surely that's not legal. That just shows you the level of corruption. And you get people who are just rose-tinted glasses. He can't do no wrong.
Diddy. Or
Jay-Z.
Or are they beyond being pardoned?
Well, he's got 100 problems now, hasn't he, Jay-Z?
It used to be 99. Wah.
And he didn't even get a flake. Who's this unnamed woman, do you think? Because we had a deep conversation at work about that this week. Some people think it was a certain Jenny from the block.
Really?
And some people think it's A certain woman from Texas who used to be in a girl band.
Oh, Charlene Pateri.
Who?
I don't want to love her. Texas.
No. Oh my God, you're retarded, aren't you?
Yes.
We're on about somebody who sounds bouncy.
Bouncy. Someone who's no, bouncy, like a rubber ball or something.
Or Nora Batty. I like that one, Smilex. Like it, Mr. Blobby. Well, you can't actually say it because you have to infer things, don't you, on the tube?
It's all allegedly as well.
Well, that's why I'm trying to not say it directly. You know? Ain't that stupid? I saw an interesting thing where Kevin Hart was saying he's a clone. He's got 3 clones, apparently. That was quite funny.
Kevin Hart's a clone?
A lot of weird shit online at the minute.
Kevin Hart is a clone? What?
Yeah, apparently. He's been cloned 3 times. He had that bad accident, didn't he? And then he's made a comeback.
I'm lost. Is Kevin Hart funny?
No, he's not.
No.
I've had rectal exams that were more amusing.
Have we mentioned Lizzo yet? Yeah, Lizzo's not. Has Lizzo done anything recently other than?
Do you know? I have a theory, right? Her fanny is the Sarlacc pit. What do you reckon?
With bananas growing.
Well, no. I'd say her fanny is the Sarlacc pit.
And we're not talking. Obviously, there's Americans, and fanny means bottom to Americans.
Well, I mean it in the tuppence reference.
Tuppence.
From Bum. God, you really are on the Spackabus.
You're losing me. You're losing. What?
You are on the Spackabus tonight.
Special edition Sarlacc.
Yeah.
SES. Brian, you're coming on after 10, mate.
You think she dines and dashes? I bet she can't even run.
She's lost a lot of weight recently.
Obviously, I thought you meant fans then. She's lost a lot of fans.
I'm assuming a doctor has told her, if you don't lose weight, you're going to be dead. Because obviously she was very arrogant. Oh, look at me, body positive and all that. You know, I'll just visceral fat. Google it, folks. Visceral fat. Yeah. So
you'd have to roll it. You'd have to roll it in corn flour twice, wouldn't you?
To see where she farts.
Well, look for the wet spot, wouldn't you? Oh dear, I wouldn't like to see her monkey's lips. I bet it's got a right gash. It's got a nasty crack at the top of her legs.
Would you?
No.
Common people would. Common people would.
Well, you go for it. Like common people do.
How dare you?
Why do you like pulp?
They're all right. Very of the time. Smilex wrenched. I saw Visceral Fat support Fleetwood Mac in 1987. They're a good band, Visceral Fat.
Oh. Showing your age there.
You've never heard Visceral Fat? Fantastic.
No, but I've done my bit to lower the tone for you because just to tell everybody in the chat, you were bollocking me.
Was I? I never bollock anybody.
Telling me I wasn't
don't believe him.
enough.
He's talking bollocks.
No, you're full of shit. You moaned at me for not being edgy enough last week and how I should find a happy balance in the Iron Brew department.
There is the Iron Brew scale of Trevor, isn't there?
There is pretty much. I do abuse Iron Brew. I'm probably one of their largest consumers outside of Scotland.
It's not even the good stuff, is it?
It is. It's fantastic.
It's not even the good stuff, the full original recipe stuff, is it?
I like Iron Brew Extra. I do have to admit, if anybody's a representative of bars, I'm quite happy to be sponsored.
So is this channel as well. Arranged. Same as my doctor. He said, eat less meat, but don't go vegan. That's for men. Never go full vegan, folks.
No.
Honestly, never go full vegan. Yeah, never go full
Remind
vegan.
me again, are you a Vogon or a vegetarian? I can't
No,
remember.
I suppose technically I'm a pescatarian, technically. Technically.
Do you know, I'm going to put a fucking stanner in.
I will eat fish every now and again, but I won't go out my way. But
Do you like something fishy in your mouth?
prawns, I like prawns.
Really?
Yeah, fish. I do. That is my only vice. I could eat vegan cheese. Trouble is, my local supermarket don't sell it. They need to. But yeah, mature cheddar, fucking hell, it's good. I don't eat a lot of it though, but it's, love it. Mature.
I've had quite a lot of salmon lately. I'm craving it all the time.
Yeah, salmon. I do like salmon.
Yeah, Oldest Gamer says salmon's good for your brain.
Yeah.
But I've to the point where I've craved it really aggressively.
Vegetarian is understandable. Vegan is mind virus.
Yeah, I agree there. Come on. There's nothing better than having some meat in your mouth.
What type of meat?
Edible, not the kind of meat you like in your mouth.
See, Franco, I'm going to agree. I'm just going to disagree with you, mate. Vegan cheese is shite. It's not. If it's just the normal vegan, just normal unflavored, yes, it's garbage. But if you get mature vegan or something that's flavored, you know, like chili flakes or something like that, vegan cheese is good, especially if it's toasted. It's amazing.
The thing is, there's more chemicals in that than the actual stuff itself.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Why would you want to eat something that's completely artificial and something that's going to take years off your life when you can just have fucking cheese? Keep it simple.
You know, I like my chemicals that take years off my life. That was the Saturday in the 90s, every Saturday.
You and your Molly.
She's on my lap now.
Not that kind of Molly.
The cat is called Molly.
Mm-hmm.
Named after a brown powder.
Well, your adventures in chemicals are absolutely thrilling, not?
They were an amazing time. Hello, Mog. Mog's in.
Yeah, but don't you feel, I don't know, like you're lacking something now?
Going out every Saturday night, getting high, yes.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It affects your dopamine, doesn't it, over the long term?
Does it? I'd probably replaced it with cycling. That reminds me, I need to cycle. I've not really done much recently, which is not good.
What? You're on your cycle?
Yeah, it's parked outside, yeah.
Oh.
That's
like,
what she...
I have a thing. I have a COB when I'm out in the car.
What? A cob?
COB. Unts on bikes. Unts on bikes.
Oh,
the C word on bikes.
Yeah,
There's always one in my way when I'm in a hurry. I had a bloke yesterday and he thought it was fucking Street Hawk and he was on a racer. And I'm like, get out my fucking way. I honestly wanted to knock him off his bike.
So if there was a horse in front of you, would you deliberately want to drive over it if it was a horse?
Not really, because it'd damage my bumper.
But it's okay to drive over a cyclist.
I didn't say drive over.
You'd like to, though.
See, I get away with it, yeah.
There are very, very bad cyclists that
especially that twat in London what goes around baiting everybody.
Yes,
he needs
terrible.
Braining.
He is terrible. He's
going to get it one day. So he's going to piss the wrong person off.
He's not a good advertisement for cyclists.
Is it Mikey? Is it Mikey the cyclist or something?
He's a radio presenter.
Fuck off. You're thinking of Jeremy Vine.
When I go out on my cycle, bear in mind I live in the countryside, so it's
Is it a rally chopper?
less aggressive as cities and towns. Just acknowledging drivers if they stop for you, just a little acknowledgement goes a long way from a cyclist. Yeah, it's amazing.
What's worse than a cyclist?
2 cyclists.
No, a vegan cyclist.
Yes, but at least I acknowledge drivers and just wave to them or thanking them and stuff like that.
Do you ever do that? When somebody goes past you and
Goes a
shits
long
you up,
way.
when somebody shits you up when you're out on your bike, you ever go, do you know who I am? You ever get any
Ronnie
of that?
Pickering? Who? Ronnie fucking Who?
Oh, yeah, Ronnie Pickering, yeah.
I'm Ronnie
Funny
Pickering.
That. Great minds think
Who?
alike. Ronnie Pickering.
That's piss funny that. He had his 5 minutes of fame, Ronnie Pickering.
Didn't he just?
Yeah.
Although there are certain people who overstay the welcome there, don't they?
Was it gone narrow?
No, I'm just saying these people who, like Artoo, she's overstayed a welcome.
Didn't she brought out a Bitcoin or something?
Yeah, token, and it was a rug pull, pump and dump and a rug pull, and she completely denied it. Now there's a guy, Coffeezilla, I don't know. I watched a video the other night, and he was on this live stream that she was running about this.
She's a podcaster.
Artoo coin or whatever. And apparently somebody made 500 million out of it, and she came away with 3 million herself. That's it. Yeah, Internet Helpdesk, Coffeezilla ripped her apart. He literally did. And the people behind it.
Yeah, go on.
And, he's basically calling it out for the scam it was, and they're all denying it. And then when it was getting to the good bit, she says, okay, guys, I'm going to bed now. Bye. Click, brr. She just chuffed off to bed.
With all their money?
Well, no, it was like, was it Hawkenomics or something she was doing?
What?
She was doing like a...
Hawkenomics? Where do they get these names from?
Oh, it's all branding, isn't it? And just buzzwordiness. Yeah.
Could we have Brownonomics?
Well, it's a bit like diarrhea, though, isn't it? Brownonomics. Hey, did you know diarrhea is hereditary? Did you know that?
Is this a joke?
Yeah. It runs in your genes. Oh, God, you are a killer tonight, aren't you? You knob. Absolute knob. You killed it again.
Sorry.
None of these videos get chuff all views. I would say you're all week, but you are. It's your channel.
I am. See, that was far too quick for me.
Weren't it just?
Yeah. Far too quick.
Are you going to bring anybody on? Is anybody available?
Nobody's here yet. I will say, folks, if
it is
you've got
the
a
time.
Link, yeah. Trevor's had enough of me, so if you've got a link, fill your boots, And I will say, this is genuinely open to anybody in the chat. If you want to come on one of these one week, you are more than welcome. Just you need a streaming mic. Do you know? I tell you who I would love to join one week.
Oh,
Gobby Shite. I think, yeah.
Which Gobby Shite? Because it's Minum.
Yes, he's Gobby, but he's got a I would say like a parliamentary privilege card.
Really?
Yeah. Seriously, if you invested in Artoo coin, you deserve to lose.
Michael Portillo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. If you're fucking dumb enough to waste money investing in something named after a girl who's famous for coming out with junk when she's hammered, you deserve what you get, really.
She's probably a millionaire now, though, isn't she?
She's over a millionaire. She's worth 12.5 million now. Oh,
Literally
scrap that. Make that 15.5 million because she made 3 million from the rug pull of the coin.
So if she's got any brains about her, she's had her 5 minutes and she'll fuck off. Yeah.
Oh, she's the third biggest podcast in America now.
What?
Third biggest podcast, yeah. I forgot who's number 2, but it's Joe Rogan, somebody else, and then her.
Really? Christ. No. Wrenched. Why is Brown bedwetting? Because I'm good at it. His own stream. Trev is trying hard, but I do not have a mic at all. You know what? No. I didn't have a mic at all as well. Yeah, I
You used to
didn't have
use
one.
semaphore, didn't you, back in the
Yeah,
day?
it was a plastic cup and string, but then I decided I was going to buy one.
I'll tell you something. It was a revelation when you got that Morse key and you were doing this via Morse. You were hard work back in those days. I reckon you ought to release your own meme token. Call it the brown coin. You know the transfer fees on this Hoctua coin, don't you, were 98%.
Transfer? What does that mean?
Well, you know, like when you converted your cash to buying that coin, there was a 98% conversion rate.
What?
Yeah. So people were, it were a proper con, that were.
People must have just needed their bumps feeling.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people made a lot of quick cash. But I reckon it's going to get investigated and somebody's going to go down for that. But if it's
really fraudulent, is it?
Up and down. Oh, yeah. Of course it is.
Damn.
It was mass fraud, that, wasn't it?
I wonder who suggested.
I do know the name of the guy. Oh God, he's got a green icon. Doc Hollywood, I think, was the guy who was mainly behind it. And apparently he's the son-in-law of somebody famous in Hollywood. I can't remember who it was. I've been to sleep since then.
There you go. That's the Logan Paul get away with the same thing.
Oh, do you know, him and his fucking brother, they just need chucking down a fucking well and leaving.
But was he the geezer who did the Tyson rig?
That was his brother, Jake.
Oh.
Another fucking scam artist. That just shows you Mike Tyson's got no pride left. He took the dive for the cash.
Tyson would have knocked him into fucking next week.
Tyson would have made him a fucking cabbage if he'd have let loose.
Yeah.
And I can't believe I stayed up all night and I had to sit through a few other bouts as well, which were crap. The girls' fight was good.
Were they genuine women?
Yeah. And they were really trying as well.
Yeah, that's probably why then.
But there's a lot of twats out there now, but there's a lot of people who humour them and give them the time of day. And there's a lot of people getting famous because of the Tinternets. And you think, Jesus, why is this person even remotely famous?
Here you go, Franco Walker. These are all YTers I don't watch. Good for you, mate.
Hey, do you know something? I got criticised, didn't I, for not liking certain YouTubers. But I have been watching quite a few and realising who I do watch. Like, It's a Gundam. I quite like him.
Yeah, Gundam's okay, yeah.
Yeah, that other one with the puppet. Yeah. The puppet one's good as well.
Price of Reason.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Toss Pot.
Yeah. Okay. God, what's it called? Summit Media, isn't it? Or
Toss Pot? I don't know.
No.
I know what you mean, though. We've got some guests.
Hey, nice. Bring them on.
Shall we just bring them on one by one?
That's it. Cartoon Man's got it. Vox's Productions.
Yeah, Vox. Yeah, do you know, I invited Voxis about 2 years ago if he wants to come on, but he said, yeah, far too busy. All right, fair enough then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Keith
Come
Harris.
on. Bring somebody on. A rod hole.
Okay, we've got a guest, everybody. It is Trevor, left or right?
In the middle. I'll be awkward.
We can't, because there is two, so you've got a left or right. Whoever Trev picks is on next. Left or right?
Right.
Okay, so the babble. Oh, you can have middle now.
Make your mind up.
Oh, for fuck. I don't know who this is. Babylon B. Oh, help desk. Hello, Babylon B.
Yes, season 6 announced by Disney.
Your mic. Are you in the toilet?
No, I changed a couple of settings. Am I echoey?
You're in the. It sounds like
you're in the
sounds like you're in the shitter. Yeah.
Sorry. Hello.
You're going to change
I'll
it.
play around with
You've
some
got to
settings.
change it. Welcome to Derailing the Stream, courtesy of the Babble.
He sounds just like Swappers when he drunk dials me.
Yeah. Let's get another guest on
while he fixes his knobs.
Hey, Deeply of Melvin Shire.
Hello.
Sausage King of Chicago. I like that.
That's
good. No, bad. How are you?
I'm brilliant. I'm fantastic. I'm fantastic. I'm so hot you could make toast on me.
You're hotter than Lizzo's
Good evening,
gusset. Oh, that's loads better.
Excellent.
Here you go. Passive aggressive. Wrench. At Mr. Brownlights. Ask who's that to come on?
Robert Meyer Burnett.
RMB. He's been on.
Yeah, he's
Right
been
mouse
on.
button.
He's been on. It was a great stream when it was probably 2 years ago now. He went on anti-derivatives for 3 hours and there were only 11 of us watching. He might say yes, especially he's been on, mate, before. Yeah, it's good.
Who would be your dream panelist if you could have anybody? And you can't say drinker, right?
So you can't say me in front of everybody else. You can't say me.
Can I bring somebody else on?
No, answer the question first.
I was going to say, Peeps.
You're going to say...
No, listen, Peeps, if anybody's got an invite, I need one more, because if I bring the next guest on, my OCD will be just going...
I know what Brown's answer to that question is going to be, Trev.
So what's the question again?
Can I answer for him?
Go on, then.
Dream panelist.
Elon Musk.
I'd have said Gary. You love Gary.
I'd agree, yes.
I knew it. I knew you'd say Gary.
This channel's been called Dollar Store Nerdrotic, which I'll take that. You know,
yeah.
I'll take it. Dollar Store Nerdrotic. I'll take that. Gary was the one who got me into all this. Yeah. I just for some reason I just started watching YouTube at late 2019 for some reason. Don't know why. Yeah, Dr. Peter Weller. God, that'd be a guest to have. Fucking hell.
Oh, gold.
Yeah,
there's always one.
Fiona will be my dream panelist.
Yeah. So there's a coincidence there. When RMB was on, Fiona went after him in the chat.
Really?
Like big time.
Oh, I love Fiona because she doesn't take shit, does she? I love Fiona. What
That's a while ago.
Say?
I don't think he said anything, but I've seen him saying things in other streams about people coming after him in chats. So I think he's used to it. He gets some shit in drinkers chat sometime as well, doesn't he?
Do you know, Meyer Burnett is a good lad, but sometimes people just take him the wrong way. I haven't got a problem with him, but I like Robert. Fellow Star Trek fan.
You don't say. He doesn't make it apparent, does he, at all?
Did we finish my dream?
Yeah, Gary.
Gary would. If we got Gary on, then that would give this channel finally a bit of credibility. Yeah.
But what about subs, Brown? You get a lot more subs from Elon.
I'd love I genuinely would love to do a weekly pop culture show funded by Elon Musk. How fucking good would that be?
Yeah, and you wake up on Fancy Island.
Next we'll have
amazing.
the Mr. Brown Mike Tyson boxing match. When you mix it in them circles, you're a celebrity now. You've got to do it.
Yeah.
It's all right. I'm just having visions of that midget squeezing my arse now. Hey, come on. I'll kill you.
See, here we go. 5 Sodden Stormwretched, 5K, and we get Vex in a vest.
Oh,
Yeah, that was the promise, wasn't it?
I've been told off anyway. I can't.
Hey, do you want some
can't-
good news?
I can't be left alone with her now. You know.
Just some good news.
Go on then.
The subs went up by 8 this week. Can you believe it? Because normally they go for the past 3-4 months, they've been going down about 7 or 8 a week. This is the first week in about probably 3-4 months where they've gone back up. How amazing is that? Okay, I killed it.
Well
Compared to
Just anyway. Never mind. We got another guest. Shall we get him on?
Yay.
Is it Greta?
Is it Swappers?
How dare you?
Is it Shooty?
Not this week. Yeah,
Is it Basil Brush?
how good would that be as a special guest? Get Shooty on when Ian's on and not tell him. That'd be amazing.
what would you call the stream? Like Mr. Brown's gayest stream ever or something?
Ever in the world, ever. Yeah. Whee!
I beg your pardon?
Sorry. Yeah.
Whee! All right, Prof.
Take that back.
Oh, no,
Can you get chips
never.
with that?
Never. Hello, hello.
Artoo. Right, Artoo.
Hello.
Hey. Well, how's everyone doing?
Not bad. You all right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, I'm doing well. Finished up finals and stuff a couple days ago, so I've had plenty of rest.
Finals of.
Yes. Delivering finals to students.
Oh, okay.
So, yes. So now I just get to listen to them complaining that they didn't get the grade that they wanted. But, that is
Tell
what
them-
it is.
Tell them they're weak. And in your
Yes.
day, you were a bit with a stick, but you're not allowed to anymore.
What'd you say to them if they haven't got the grade?
Oh, I have a whole thing just written up that I send them in an email. I'm sorry
Well,
that
like
you
you
didn't
need to work harder.
didn't earn the grade that you were hoping for. However, the policies of the class are what they are, and so on and so forth. But yes, this has been surprising actually as a semester because I think I've had perhaps the worst grades I've had in any semester I've been teaching. I changed nothing. The students are just terrible.
Are they more
Oh,
concerned with
wow.
pronouns?
They're just not showing up, and they're not studying, and they're not doing well on the tests. And seriously, the class ever since COVID, since the COOF, the class has actually been easier because we had to change the way we did tests and stuff because we couldn't require students necessarily to be in person for a lot of stuff. So, there's a lot of stuff that's changed and been made much more convenient, much easier for the students to tackle, and they're still doing worse. So, yeah, it's just a generational thing. Yeah,
I don't think it's
pretty
good.
bad.
I would just say I had the MOT, the motor efficiency test, to see if the car was okay this week. Popped into my old workplace, saw my old work colleagues, and I just thought, the best medicine of the brain is just literally going to work in the office instead of just being stuck indoors all day at home. This working from home stuff is not good for the brain and the well-being,
No,
is it?
no, it's not at all. And all these, we get, on the same vein, a bunch of students who just think they want to be online students, and they're terrible at
It's
it.
not good.
And it's bad for their, bad for their brains, bad for their morale. It's, you gotta spend time with other people.
I beg to differ.
There's always exceptions, but half the time
Yeah.
that proves the rule.
Yeah.
I mean, I work in a school as well. Mine's sort of like primary, so it takes from
Yeah.
age 5 up to age 11, and you can tell the ones you can tell the years which were formative during COVID, because
Oh,
they're
yeah.
being sort of like year 4 now. They're sort of like 8 and 9, and they're still at a learning level of between 6 and 7.
It's the young kids who are I feel there are those.
Yeah.
Just that 2 years, just
Yeah.
a lot of damage.
There
Yeah,
are
well-
going to be so many mentally screwed up kids by the time they get to their teenage years.
So much.
So
Yeah.
many.
And while a lot of these students that we're seeing now, these, in college, these were students who were in high school during COVID.
And it so
And so,
transpires,
yeah.
it was all for nothing.
Yeah.
Well, we're all still alive, so that's a good
Yep.
thing.
And there are also a bunch of students who have been around and were drowned in social media as well. So
That is the scourge of the 21st century, that
it
thing.
is.
We need people like that to tell us for not liking Little Mermaid.
Brian, are you coming on, please? There's a space available. It's just the OCD is sending me skyward.
It
So
Brown's
there.
JCB playing up.
It is. Babylon, how are you, my friend? Have you sorted your mic?
Yes, I have. I realised I unplugged and replugged my webcam in, so it just defaulted to
Toilet
going to my
mic.
webcam microphone, which is about 6 foot away from me.
Oh yeah.
In the
rather than
toilet.
one. Not quite, but if there's any reason why I would have a camera in the toilet, then
Well, answers
Whatever
chat.
floats your boat, yeah.
Tell us, chat. Why would I have a webcam in the toilet?
Do you like toilets? Do you like talking to other men?
that's
Then you'll love
it's
the Toilet
ridiculous.
Talking
But
Men Network.
if you want the OnlyFans, I'll stick it in the chat,
Only
and
fans.
you can. Never mind, wrong stream. Don't worry. Carry on.
Put your PayPal in there.
Side effect legend wrenched. When a 14-year-old says on TV about their mental health suffering during the coof, I want to slap them.
Yep. Do you know
you know-
something? See all this thing. See the hysterics over the masks, right? They made it political. So one side was screaming about them and one screaming about them, right?
Your mic's
it's like-
breaking up.
I got all
You're breaking up.
Okay.
Anyway, what was I saying?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was the stupidest thing I ever seen. It's like, it hurts their development if they can't see your faces. I'm thinking, fuck off. Have you ever had a Halloween? And it's like, they can't see people's faces, so it hurts their development. But they had closed the school. You can wear masks at home. Well, everybody, such fucking idiot. They're sitting at home and they're still wearing a mask.
I feel sorry for doctors then, because surgeons will have no social development skills whatsoever.
Nope.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mr. Jenkins. We've had to remove your penis.
All because I was wearing a mask.
What gets my goat the most is that a lot of kids have learned that saying mental health is a get out of jail free card, which robs the genuine people of any help, really, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Agreed. I couldn't even get an appointment with the doctor.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh man,
nice-
there's been so much. No, go ahead.
I was going to say it's nice that people are talking more openly about mental health now, because when I was in school, it was completely ignored, and I know it sent a few kids absolutely Fruit Loop, and I
Yeah.
wish people had been talking about it. Whereas now it's gone the other way. Everyone's saying that they now have, major
Yeah.
mental health issues, and it's so minor. It's ridiculous.
It's
Yeah,
refreshing
there's-
because if you admitted to any weakness back in my
Oh,
school
yeah.
when I was at school, you get your head kicked in.
Yeah. take 30 kids in a school, tell them your weakness, and see how that goes.
Well,
You suffer.
there's a whole book written about this called Bad Therapy. It's actually really fascinating, talking about how, yes, it's been normalized talking about mental health, which is great. We want people to feel comfortable talking about their mental health and thinking about their mental health, but it's gone just 2 steps too far to where now it's not just that, okay, yes, I'm accepting that I have these challenges. It's part of my identity, and I'm going to use that in some way to get an advantage, or to win my trophies in the in the oppression Olympics or whatever, right? And it's also gone to the point now where they're doing this stuff called social emotional learning with kids in elementary school. It's a very, very popular thing, but basically it is teaching these kids the worst possible lessons about what they should be doing with their mental health. It basically teaches them to be anxious and ruminate over the things they did wrong and just constantly think about how traumatized they are. It's insane.
Nothing like undermining confidence in kids before they even start. Do you know what does me, though? When you hear kids that are about to start talking about it, I can almost hear the music in my head where it goes, "I've got a golden ticket." The music from Willy Wonka. Mm-hmm. That ought to just come on. Because that's what it is. Kids treat that like a golden ticket.
Mm-hmm.
It undermines everyone who is suffering.
Yes, what I'm saying is, mental is the new pronouns.
Yeah.
And then you have those people that are going on TikTok and whatever, and they're glorifying the mental health challenges or even faking them. Yeah. And then you have kids that are watching, oh, look, I have a tic because that makes me unique and different because I have, some mental health issue that I saw on TikTok. It's insane.
Right, the topic of this discussion is hurting my mental well-being, and we should talk about boobies.
Tell us how you feel about this.
Speaking of boobies, no, Wrench. Trev Retro, that's you, Trev. Yep. Are you going to talk about the story of the woman who let 100 men shag her in one day and now regrets it?
Good God. Terrible. She doesn't regret it. She doesn't regret it at all. She's going for 300 women this weekend, and then 1,000 after that.
I bet her flaps are regretting it.
Why would anybody care? She's mental. It's still on the same subject we're on before.
And her mother is her pimp.
Nobody told her no. Someone just had to tell her it's a bad idea, and nobody did because they wanted to see the car crash.
Then there was
you don't put your dick in crazy.
Journalist.
No, you do not.
There was a journalist, Julie Biddle or something like that, works for The Spectator. She wrote a story about this, and she was saying that it was the men's fault.
It's always men's fault.
We were the scumbags.
Yeah, it's always our fault.
Those are just as bad as she is.
Yeah. So I guess she did an interview though, and apparently she did not know that HIV was a sexually transmitted disease.
What?
I heard that.
Yeah, she thought it was a record shop.
Is she fit?
She might be, but she won't be very soon, I'm sure.
What's her name? I want to look her up now.
Oh, no.
Is it Mandy?
It's actually... it's going to be a story on Sunday night, folks.
Hang on a minute.
We're going to cover it Sunday.
Who's that bird who let 100 blokes shag her the other day?
Yeah, sorry, Julie Bindle. That's it. Cheers,
Julie Bindle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I thought it was Olivia Wilde. That was a joke. Never mind.
Killed it. Well done, mate.
And yeah. The Spectator was wrote an article about how it was a shame on the men that exploited her.
What?
She didn't say no. There was consent.
Were they allowed to? Was it just like bob it in and then out? Or?
Well, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, if she's going to go for 1,000 in 24 hours, they're all going to have about 80 seconds.
Would you like to know the numbers?
Oh,
Each of
apparently.
the guys got a minute and a half
Oh god.
at most.
Yeah.
A minute and a half.
I could have
in,
done it
out.
6 times in that time.
That's 7 times for me.
If she wants to do 1,000 men in 24 hours, if she does not stop to eat,
Hang
sleep,
on a minute.
pee, or anything else, it's about 80 seconds. So realistically, each man will get 30 seconds.
There's no
That
happy
will allow
ending.
enough time to stop.
What is the point? There's no happy ending for anybody.
No, there isn't. That's the side effects got it in the bag. She got paid to fuck men. There's a word for that.
1 minute and
Yes.
44 seconds each.
Victim.
Yeah.
1 minute and 44 seconds. That to me, that's an eternity. I could like do it so many times in
1
that
minute
space
44
of time.
seconds. Oh, does she want to do it twice?
I could have done it 7 times.
Were
What
there
are
any
you talking about?
fluffers on standby?
I think they said somebody Googled it in Open Bar yesterday, and they said it's something like the world record is like 1,019 24 hours.
Oh,
think that was
dear
it.
God.
Oh god! Do you know? Fan
Maybe
is gonna be like a box
maybe
of
I'm making that
cornflakes the
up.
next day.
Maybe I'm making that number
No, I
up.
think it was a porn
No.
star from about 20 years ago, maybe, who did the record. She was a proper porn star there.
So who's this Lily Phillips then? What
Oh,
is
she's
her relevance?
she's in the only people's only fans community. Yeah.
So is this video only on OnlyFans then?
How many pumps can you get in 30 seconds, Trev?
Oh Jesus! Well, going full bore. Considering my nickname is Captain Four Pumps, I think I'd be doing well.
God,
So-
can you imagine being the 100th guy? You wouldn't touch the sides.
Who wants sloppy 300s?
Yeah, but there's no sloppy unless somebody's really quick.
They're not allowed to do sloppies, were they?
I don't know. Well,
It doesn't bear thinking about. That's the worst bit. And yet there's all these questions.
What is the end game, though? What is she trying to achieve by?
Money.
Money.
Oh, it's just money then,
That's
yeah.
Exactly.
That's it.
Did they?
She's on OnlyFans.
Oh, okay. So
And
how much
some
do
form
the
of relevance. What's not going to last 5 minutes?
so how much do the men have to pay? Do we know?
An arm and a leg.
I'm sure it's not free.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
they're paying to be part of the train, as it were.
Sad
There was one of them a few years ago. The girl was called Annabelle Chong, and she said Annabelle Chong.
Alex.
She set the world record for gangbangs. I don't remember. It was like 300 something, and she didn't get any money. They kept the money.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
Well, she got fucked one way or another then.
They made it like a big event.
Yeah.
And sponsors and things, and it was presented by Ron Jeremy.
Oh, go well. That it's sketchy when he's there.
Yeah.
Sorry,
And then-
Sean.
Didn't he get
got
the last
nothing.
go?
Who, Ron Jeremy?
Yeah, he either got the first go or the last go. I can't remember. I distinctly remember that. I also distinctly remember him in Ghostbusters. Now I can't unsee him as an extra in that.
Son and
Yeah.
Storm Wrench.
He is.
These sad men are giving all men a bad name. Oh, cheers, Son and Storm.
But they paid for
Is
the
that
privilege.
us? No, I think he means us.
No, the 100
No?
guys. Listen, if you got 100 guys and they pay $100 each, that's 10,000 for a few hours work.
Yeah, but it won't be just $100, will it? You're
Oh,
probably
no,
looking
it'll be
about
more.
It'll be
10,000
no,
or
$20
1,000 or
$20. So
Will that
10
even
10
will that even
quid.
cover all the medical care she's going to need afterwards for the various diseases she picks up? That's the question.
Dale,
I-
that sounds like a her problem.
Yeah.
I need to reset my mic. So back in a moment.
She should have got vaccinated, like Dr. Fauci said.
I remember I read something online. Somebody was talking about how this is a great example of Schrodinger's feminism, where women are both simultaneously empowered and victimized by.
Oh, don't you
By
just
men.
feel sorry for them? They're the true victims in society. They really are, poor buggers.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, seriously, though, would you take part in an event like that, considering?
Oh
No.
no!
No way. Seriously, I'd sooner stick my dick in a tank full of fucking piranhas, being truthful. Probably come
Look,
away
I-
unscathed.
Trev,
Yeah.
just because the option is shag someone along with 100 other men, you don't then have to stick it in a tin of piranhas instead. You can opt to not shag anything. All right, just putting that out there.
I don't know if somebody held a gun
That's
to
not
me,
a
Ed.
choice for a lot of men. A lot of men have, they have
Yeah.
to put it in something. So
Are some people that desperate for a shag? Really?
we'll have to ask
Apple pie.
Brown when he gets back.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
listening. I am here.
Is it true, Brownie? You went there, but because you're a vegan and you turned up on your push bike, they turned you away.
I'm not into bacon barriers.
No, he's vegan. He didn't have the stamina. He's just there's
Bacon,
no
No.
energy. You
bacon,
see.
mate. Bacon.
No. I
She's
bet
British,
you'd
isn't
be
she?
lucky
The
to be
girl was
even flaccid.
British. The girl is.
Lily Phillips.
And her mother's all for it. What the fuck?
Ka-ching!
The mother's getting some kickbacks.
She's her manager.
Yeah.
Perhaps her mum's the fluffer.
I hope that.
Yeah, well, I mean, how do you think she ended up in that business in the first place? Her mother was
Oh, yeah,
obviously
no
an
question.
old pro.
Yeah.
Well, I hope they're declaring it and filling in tax returns.
Yeah.
The
Of course
better-
they are.
You got to wonder how it went. There's two ways you could have went. Either the mother got her
In a-
into it,
Yeah.
or one day she came in and said, "Mother, do you want to be a prostitute?" And the mother said, "You know what? I'm not busy."
Melvin, you need to sort your mic out. It's just cutting out Norman Collier style.
I don't know. Hang on.
Can't tell if it's that or the internet connection. But, yeah.
Alex.
Yeah, no comment. I don't know.
Hello,
There you go.
can you hear us? Mel?
Hello,
Mel?
Fandango. Hello.
Melvin.
I'll
Mel?
bail out and come back again, right? See if
Mel?
it makes a difference.
I don't know. I can't make head nor tail of what Mel's saying. But
Scottish.
oh,
thank
racist
you.
watch.
Oh, there's.
Thank fuck for that.
Can
Oh,
I
it looks
ask a
like.
question.
Oh, go ahead.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah,
Do
go.
you think her flaps are down to her knees now?
It's definitely like a hot dog down a hallway. We know that much.
Probably looks like a beef sub sandwich.
I bet it's like putting a canoe in a black hole.
Fucking a
Throwing
bike in an
sausage-
airplane hangar. Yeah.
Throwing a sausage down Briggett in Leeds.
It's like trying to find meat in Brown's fridge.
Well, there is actually.
Fuck off. You
Big
and your
fridge,
fake,
small meat.
you and your fake feta. People like you make me want to vomit.
Meat curtain.
It's beef curtain, isn't it?
Well,
Is that Yaphet Cotto?
it is.
It was.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was, yeah.
Alonso.
I want to talk about the bonus situation.
What?
Go on.
I want to talk about the bonus situation.
Okay.
Bonus
Jesus.
hole.
Is
What?
nobody getting that reference?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Alien.
Good night, everybody. Trev just fucking.
I thought this was supposed to be a fucking pop culture related fucking channel.
Well, you're on, so no.
Oh,
Melvin, you're back.
How is that? Better or
loads
worse?
better.
Alex.
I can hear you now.
I switched USB ports through Matron.
There you go. Even Eminem got it right. He says
MC.
alien for fuck's sake. And MC will definitely get that reference.
Yeah. What was the reference again?
I want to talk about the bonus situation.
Yeah. It took me a minute. I remember what you're
I
talking
don't.
about now.
I don't know what about.
In Alien, you know when they wake up and they're about to land on LV-426, Parker, Yaphet's character, wants to talk about getting more shares.
Yeah.
So he wants to talk about the bonus situation.
Yeah. He says it's not in his contract or whatever, so he wants to know what kind of bonus he's going to get for landing on the planet.
I can't remember the last time I saw Alien.
Get this man a DVD quick.
Probably a long time ago. I probably wasn't even an adult when I watched it last. That is how long ago.
We got that series coming out next year, Alien Earth.
Yeah, on FX.
It's
The
got-
trailer
Holy
looks the trailer looks just so thin on the ground because there's like virtually 3 seconds of a flash of each shot.
Norway.
Apparently so. In a fjord, a research vessel with samples on board crashes in a fjord. It's going to be wank.
Fjord.
So
It's
the
going to be
aliens,
wank.
like the fiddly little bits, are on the edges as well.
And it's going to be set in 2120, which is 2 years before the events of Alien.
Oh, 20 past 9.
Won't that just undermine everything in the movies then?
It would seem to.
Well, Ridley Scott's doing a fucking good job of that with all these fucking turkeys he keeps chucking out.
If I may interrupt,
He's got
You're
more turkeys
going
than
to-
Bernard Matthews.
Film Comic explains.
Do you want to read it
that,
then?
no, I'm just going to say, is they still talking about the gangbang there?
Film Comics Explain. Wrenched 10 Australian dollars. Thank you, my friend. There is a clause in the contract which states any
As it say.
system
Systemized transmission indicating a possible intelligent origin must be investigated.
Systematized. He's making that word up. I've not heard that before.
It says any system that ties transmission, indicating a possible intelligent origin, must be investigated. Otherwise, there's a total forfeiture of shares.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they don't go and investigate
They don't get
possible
paid.
intelligence, they don't get paid. They lose everything
Are
from that
you-
particular.
Trev, are you an expert on Alien?
Pretty much.
There you go.
And
Film
Aliens.
Comics. Yeah.
But not Alien 3 or anything after. Because nothing's come close.
It's just those 2 films, isn't it, really, when you think about it?
Well, you know, they both got their own merits.
Yeah.
You know, Alien, it's slow paced, it's a slow burn, but that claustrophobic, dark terror is there. You know, and the same in Aliens. I mean, these creatures are fucking black, for God's sake. They're designed to blend into a background seamlessly so you don't see them coming. In every other film after Aliens, they're all too well lit. You can, it's like, oh yeah, it's there. What the fuck? You're losing the whole point of the Alien. It's like, was there something there? Oh, I'm not sure. It's supposed to play on your fears about not being alone in the dark.
Yeah.
The whole fucking point of the creature.
And the shadow moving in the corner, was that actually something, or was it just a shadow? What was that? Yeah, it's supposed to, that not knowing is supposed to be terrifying.
The psychological fear, the paranoia.
Exactly. Yeah. Did I see something? Am I going mad? Hang on a minute. I'm going to get face hugged. Not that you know you're going to get face hugged, of course.
In the first one, is that the one when Smilex was loose in the spaceship? And they kept on confusing for the
Is this a
alien.
joke?
Yeah.
Is this anything to do with the otter's pockets?
Yeah, it wasn't really a thing. You see, Smilex didn't exist back then. He was still human.
Side effect Legend Wrenched. I can enjoy Alien 3.
Controversial.
I mean, you're welcome to. Doesn't mean anybody else does.
Yeah, Alien
Bad
3 was
continuity. Fucking continuity of Alien 3 is shocking.
Alien 3 is a good film, right? I'll put you all straight. How about this? There's less wrong with Alien 3, the story, than there is wrong with Aliens. Aliens has much more wrong with it if you're looking for flaws. That's me. Come back at me. Come on. I'm ready. Come on. No?
No, you're fine.
Everybody
Cheers,
gives
Melvin.
up. There's lots of mistakes in Aliens, lots of things that got wrong, lots of things that don't add up, and failures of the logic. Whereas Alien 3 has a lot less. Alien 3's got a couple of things wrong with it. Now, if you take the things that are right, obviously Alien's got a lot more things right, but it got a hell of a lot more things wrong.
Well,
There's really not much wrong with Alien 3. There's not much wrong with it at all.
Aliens is actually a rip-off of them.
They, them.
Yes.
No, not they, them, but them.
Them.
I did put a video up on my Twitter account at Trev Retro, where it highlights all the similarities between them and Aliens.
It's
And
the one with
it's
the ants.
shocking. Yeah, that's the
Yes.
one.
And it's
Is
an
that-
absolute classic. Yeah, it's a great film.
They shouldn't aliens be thems?
Now you're trying to be too clever for your own good, you vegan bastard.
Sorry,
You haven't got the brain power.
I haven't.
Don't go there. Stay
Listen,
in your lane.
I admit it. I have not got the brain power.
I'm thick as fuck and I'm proud of it, to be honest.
Cartoon Man 155. They Them is a horror film with Kevin Bacon. Summer camp with pronoun wankers. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, you're just giving me a horrible thought. What if they tried to reboot Tremors? What a fucking shit show that'd be.
Oh, jeez. You know they'll try.
No, I don't think they've thought of it yet. But I may have just given
Well,
them
you
an
have.
idea.
And
They're
obviously
rebooting
Hollywood
everything.
watches this.
Yeah, but Hollywood is just fucking bankrupt creatively.
Oh,
They have to just keep
completely.
rehashing shit over and over. How many reboots of fucking Spider-Man do we need?
All of them. Film comics. Do you want to come on, mate? For a bit.
No. True.
Yeah.
No,
Would you like
Yeah.
to come on. There is
They're
a link in the
rebooting.
group chat, mate.
They're rebooting everything anyway. I mean, what's the next one they're doing? Isn't it Back to the Future?
Oh, for God's sake.
No, they're not doing that, are they?
No,
No,
better
that's
not.
never going to
No.
get done.
No,
while-
they're-
Well, Bob
things
Gale
are-
says-
Highlander.
that's never
They're
gonna happen.
rebooting Highlander.
Yeah.
No, that should not be a thing.
It should not. No, it's a terrible idea.
They can't make anything new.
No.
Who saw the trailer yesterday? They're rebooting Die Hard. It's the window cleaner.
Oh, fuck off, you bullshit.
Did anybody see it?
You're
You are
making that up.
bullshitting.
Did anybody
Total
see?
bullshit.
Is it the window cleaner?
Window liquor, more like.
Well, yeah. Is it the window cleaner starring Daisy Ridley? Anybody see the trailer yesterday?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Ma-
fuck off.
Martin Campbell, who directed Casino Royale, is directing the movie Window Cleaner. I think it's a window. Here you go. Cheers. I knew Common People because I was going to
Yeah.
tag
Oh,
Common
the cleaner.
People.
Just called
Yeah.
Cleaner.
It's just called
Yeah.
Cleaner.
Get
Yeah,
out.
Ray Hard. Yeah.
What's next? Robin Asquith coming back. Confessions
Yeah.
of a window
Is
cleaner.
that what it's called? The Cleaner.
It's
Cleaner,
called
yeah.
Cleaner. Yeah, Cleaner.
The acting career failed. That's a real new job.
And
For fucking real? Are you just bullshitting? Or is
Ridley's
this real?
This is real. I've just
ex-soldier-
looked at it.
Ridley's ex-soldier turned window cleaner,
Oh, I
Joey
believe
Locke,
that.
suspended
That's
50
so
stories
stupid.
outside a London skyscraper as a group of criminal activists takes over an energy company's annual gala to expose their greed and corruption. So yes, it is Die Hard.
Die Hard for window cleaners. Yeah.
Oh my god!
The-
I'm just reading the Screen Rant article on
the
it.
action
It looks
looks-
terrible. It
The
looks
action,
so
honestly.
bad.
That's bad.
It's probably going to be very, very well directed if Martin Campbell directed it. And if I know anything about direction, which I don't. Ian would probably say it'll be well directed. But Daisy Ridley, come on, for fuck's sake.
No. It's almost like Keira Knightley in Domino. That was barely plausible.
They're
I don't know.
remaking American Psycho as well.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
fucking
That's going to be on Sunday.
Good God.
Ooh,
What's
sorry,
next?
clean-
American Werewolf in London as well. I'm surprised they've not done that.
sorry,
They'll,
clean.
they'll make it CGI if they do.
Probably. Right, just chucking this in here. Cleaner is directed by Martin Campbell, who did Casino Royale.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he also did a pot noodle advert in 1997.
Really?
No, I made that up. I'm bullshitting.
Bastard.
Oh, look, there's some screenshots on IMDb already. Let's have a look. It looks bollocks. It is. It's just fucking Die Hard. She doesn't look. Looking at Daisy Ridley in this movie. Fuck off.
She's got Brie Larson's haircut.
No, she looks
Oh,
like.
Brie, why did you do that to yourself, Brie?
No,
For fuck's sake.
she looks like a Poundland version of Olivia Wilde.
I don't like Olivia Wilde.
Less tits and talent.
I think Olivia Wilde's been to Poundland too many times, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, she's been pounded well and truly.
Alonzo Mosley, is the Sydney Sweeney Barbarella remake true? Yes, apparently it is in the offing.
Jesus.
Yes. Is it Edgar Rice? Why was I thinking Edgar Rice Burroughs? That's something totally That's something totally different.
Yeah, because you Tarzan, that's why.
Oh God, fucking Daisy Ridley.
Here's one then. Who's
Ah.
hotter, right? Sydney Sweeney or the young Jane Fonda like she was in Barbarella?
Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, I'd take Sweeney.
Less chlamydia.
No, Jane Fonda back in the 60s.
Well, I'm looking up Sydney Sweeney because
No reason. Just
Don't lie, it's an open
Jane-
tab you've always got.
Jane Fonda in peak was
then again,
incredible.
I retract my statement.
Jane Fonda was just...
I don't know. There's just something about her I don't quite like. She's
She's
like,
a complete nutter now.
Yeah, oh,
like,
yeah,
no.
I
completely.
don't know. Just like Stacey Keach, but with less facial hair.
Who are you talking about? Jane Fonda or Sydney Sweeney?
Sydney Sweeney.
She's got a kind of like just caught her stealing something out the till look on her face. She permanently looks surprised. She's an amazing body, but her face is a 5. Got to be honest. Her body's a 10.
I don't know. She's like, looking at her now, she's like a Poundland Emily Blunt.
I would take Jane Fonda from the 60s, definitely.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to retract my original statement there.
Yeah, Fonda 60s in the 60s, not age. Yeah,
You're on about bangs. I bet that's had more.
fine looking woman.
I bet that's had more prick than that second-hand dartboard. What had been in prison for 10 years, on an oil rig for 15 years, and had been sold 9 times at jumble sales.
Is Sweeney overrated?
Yeah,
The
Can
thing about-
Jane Fonda repair a Ford 150?
I don't know.
I think the reason people like Sydney Sweeney is look at everything else around. If Sydney
Yes.
Sweeney's a 5 and everyone else is a 2, she's going to look like the best thing out there.
And I
Yeah,
tell you, it's
she's all we
freaky.
have on offer. She's all they're giving us.
It's
We
her
don't have
or
anything
that.
else.
It's her or that Anya Taylor-Joy at the
No,
moment.
thank you. We've got another guest.
She's freaky.
We've got another guest. Shall we bring them on?
Go on.
No.
Oh, you're not
Is it
coming on.
swappers?
Sorry.
It's
Let's leave it as 5. Just take your
It's-
OCD up a bit longer.
No, my OCD needs satisfying, if you know what I mean.
for a
I
wank.
I think his avatar's perfect as well. Master Niyak, everybody.
Hello, gents.
Oh,
hello there.
Hello, Niyak.
Long time no see, and
Whee!
I'd like to begin by saying, how dare you,
dare you.
assume my gender,
How dare you?
albeit they them.
How
Yeah,
dare
you bastard
How dare
brownie.
you? How dare you?
You
How are you doing, my friend?
fucking
It's been a while.
I know, dude. It's been quite some time. I've been super busy, but really happy to jump on and talk shit with you fellas, I guess.
Well,
That's all that's on offer.
We're very good at it. World of Was arranged. Friday streams for the win. The rest of the shows can't compete with this. Not even. Who's on? Yeah, who's on tonight? Do you know?
It's same people as every other bloody week, won't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, who's the
It's
special?
Friday night tights, isn't it? Nerd
Is that
Yeah.
bloke with jam jar bottoms with that hamster stapled to his chin? He'll be on it. And then they'll
Have
have that nice looking lass.
Oh, here you go. It's R&B.
Prospero.
It's R&B. Robert My Burnett.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a look.
They must be talking about Star Trek then, possibly.
War of the Rohirrim.
Yeah, they're talking about War of the.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
The Lord
To
of
be
the
fair,
Minge,
That's
as I call
really
it.
funny. It's gone so badly.
Is that cartoon thing? That,
Yeah, that's instead of being about the fascinating character of Helm Hammerhand,
Hammerhand.
is about his unnamed daughter, who there was no time spent on in the actual lore. and her being
Single
a girl
sentence
boss.
and no name.
Yep.
Yep.
His
Why
daughter,
did they
Sarah Spoonfingers.
Why is there such an obsession about making the programs nobody fucking asked for or wanted these days?
Good question.
They're desperate to find a girl boss, and they've run out, so they're just clutching.
Yeah,
at,
Are there
clutching at
any
straws now.
girl bosses?
Yeah, Lily Phillips's mum.
You're stuck
Very
with
good.
writers who have no idea how to write anything compelling, so they can't write a good
no,
girl
there
boss.
is. There is. There are talented
None of them
writers
work on
out
this
there.
stuff, though.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They get around these tables and they come out with all these great ideas. Then the suits come in. And that's where the wheels come off. Oh, no, we can't do that. Oh, no, that's a great idea. But no, we'll have to shelve that for another program, maybe. We need to tick all these boxes and have all these DEIs and all this, that, and other, and appease this fucking absolute bare minimum audience, what is in the minority, just to please 7 people when there's 7 million that would actually enjoy a decent program.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you don't like War of the Rohirrim, it's fine. You can
I don't.
watch
What is
Craven the
it? I don't know
Hunter.
what it is. What is it? I don't even know what it is.
Bag of wank.
It is literally just bullshit. It's
Yeah.
they've done it in an anime style. It's
Is it
not
Lord of the
anime.
Rings?
But
Yes,
it's Western
supposedly.
in an anime style. It looks
Yeah.
terrible, honestly.
Lord
It's a
of the Rings.
non-entity of a program. It's not even valid.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Is it Lord of the Rings?
Allegedly.
No,
It's just
not
tacked
really.
on.
It is based on a single line from the what's it called? Because they're not allowed to use the actual Lord of the Rings books. It's sort of like one of the appendices describing the daughter of Helma Hammerhand,
And that's
the
it.
person who Helm's Deep is named after.
Yes.
Balls deep.
Yeah.
Good one. Good one, Brandon.
Nice.
Well done.
Hey,
Great
here all
contribution.
If you're going to do a review, balls deep, you're welcome. Binary, let me spell that. Hollywood writers have been crap since J.J. Abrams and his bad reboot get into
Did you see what's happened to J.J. Abrams though?
Yes, yeah.
He had the massive contract. That's all gone.
500 million, wasn't it?
Yeah, for several years' work. That's now all gone out the window. There's no more mega contract for him. So he doesn't have as much power over Hollywood anymore.
Oh, my heart's pumping purple. I hope he's took Alex Kurtzman with him because he's a knob.
No, we've got Star Trek Section 31 to get through yet.
Oh
Oh,
Lord.
that shit.
That's
Yes,
end
that
of
looks
next
awful.
month.
And then they even call out, how bad the movie is going to be in the trailer.
It's going to be
Says-
plunge
somebody
trek,
says
innit?
this is going to be bad. Someone says it right in there.
Yeah, they're not fucking wrong, are they? Let's face it.
Section 31, the completely secretive, in the background group of elite people
Good.
that nobody knows about, that have their own badge and massive space stations and people who go around killing.
Yep.
Which is it? Are they secret or not secret?
Yeah.
Well, it's an open secret, a bit like Philip Schofield.
Oh no.
So is Section 31 like an expansion of Star Trek Discovery, the show that nobody watched?
Yes, it's a spin-off of that. Yes. It's a spin-off.
Wow.
So
Oh, yeah,
one of the characters that's introduced in there, then she's actually from an alternate universe, the dark universe or whatever, mirror universe.
Mirror.
And
Yeah,
then she goes back in time or whatever. So now she's in the past, and she's going to help start Section 31 supposedly. It's a dreadful mess. It's
They've
terrible.
retroactively booted the series. If you
Pretty
get that.
much.
Which is shit writing, let's face it.
Yeah.
It's only because Michelle
Yo.
Yeah.
got the Oscar.
Well, who I love. I think she's a great actress,
Really?
and I really do enjoy her
What?
performances, but not in this. I have no interest whatsoever in seeing Section
She's
31.
obviously a Chinese captain in Star Trek with a Greek name. Well, how the fuck does that work?
Hey?
Well, they had Harry Kim, who was Chinese with a Korean name.
She
Harry
was,
Kim.
she was Giorgio, weren't she, or whatever?
Giorgio.
Yeah, Philip
Giorgio
Giorgio.
Moroder.
Philippa Giorgio.
That's him, yeah. But sounds Greek to me. Like the Borg sounds Swedish.
Yes. Okay, you killed that one, Trev. Well done, mate.
Fuck you. It's your job normally.
Hey, and I was
Michelle
saying,
Yeoh's
You said
Michelle
you
Yeoh's
wanted me to bring Edgy back, and I'm
Welcome
doing that.
to
So shut up.
talking over each other.
uh,
Yeah, I thought you said this. Hairy Quim. Yeah,
Who, me?
somebody did.
I
I
said,
hope
no.
Was
know
that you,
what,
Melv?
probably.
Harry
I
Quinn,
hope
wasn't he the ensign on Voyager?
he was. I hope
Yes.
it's the last
Harry Quinn.
Kurtzman Star Trek we see.
Oh, that
Nope.
guy needs fucking up the arse
Oh, no,
sideways.
they
with a
are-
typewriter.
Academy, isn't there?
They are in production with Academy.
Oh,
God.
Fuck that shit too.
Yeah, who cares? I'm not watching that.
Okay.
Yeah, the only person who's going on about it is Robert Picardo because he's coming back into it.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
Okay, then question then. Trevor, favourite franchise or favourite program?
Trek,
Is it
original Trek, and
Yeah.
any Trek
Chat as well. Same question.
up to First Contact, but not Generations.
Right. So it's Star Trek original for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Babylon.
That's a tricky one, but I'd say Doctor Who up to Doctor 9.
Doctor Watt.
There was a German
Only up
doctor.
to Doctor 9.
Which one's that again? Remind me. There's been that many.
David Tennant.
Yeah.
Up to Tennant.
Yeah,
You know,
I
like
mean,
Matt Smith.
So
he was
Sylvester
okay,
McCoy was the
bit
last
fluffy.
one then.
Sylvester McCoy as number 7.
Oh,
You could
okay.
the budget went really down, but you could see there was still some, story behind it.
Candyman killed it.
Favorite.
Yeah.
The question was favorite franchise. Is it franchise? Favorite?
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Favorite
favourite
TV
franchise.
series? Well, I don't know. TV. Mine is definitely because I'm next on the thing. Mine's definitely Star Trek, the original. Just Captain. It's just Captain Kirk. Yeah. James Bond is a close second. Ironically, both franchises completely dead now. How great's that? R2.
Oh, it would definitely be Star Trek. Star Wars was my first love. That was my first fandom when I was much younger. But Star Trek, when I got into I started in Star Trek watching the films,
Very good.
and then got into Next Generation and the other shows. But of those of Star Trek, Deep Space Nine is by far my favorite. I love that series. So, yeah,
Master?
Star Trek.
Favorite franchise? It's probably a tie between Alien and Predator. Though I do tend to favor Alien. It's quite funny because
Really?
it's literally just like the first 2 Alien films and the first Predator film that are
There you
great.
go.
Everything else after that, it's sort of just shite.
Do you know something? You're fucking spot on. I like you.
The question is favorite franchise, everybody, or TV series, or what's your favorite? Yeah, Melvin.
Are we just doing films and TV?
It can be anything, mate. If it's a series of films or
Challenge Annika.
Somebody said Coronation Street went much law, which was quite.
Good. I don't know. It's hard to pick because they've ruined everything.
True.
Well,
Well, you can pick a stopping point.
Yeah. Okay. The
Up to-
original
up to
Star
a
Wars
point.
trilogy.
There you
Up to Return of the Jedi.
Solo lost money.
So Star Wars is your bag, yeah.
Films, yeah. Well, I think my favorite
Hmm.
TV is probably Star Trek, but overall, I would have to pick Star Wars.
Okay. Right. Okay. So another question then. Favorite show that people should watch who haven't watched, if you know what I mean.
That's easy.
Okay. So who's going to go first?
Me.
No, you can fuck off.
Fuck you.
Prof, the one show that you would recommend to everybody that they should watch.
Well, I would say very recently, I discovered Blake 7.
bastard.
And a lot of people, especially over here, have never seen it. And it's
Yes.
fantastic. It is so good. In fact, I just yesterday,
Oh,
my
you
Blu-rays of the
You
first season arrived. I'm so
man.
excited.
You
Welcome to the
bastard.
club.
Yeah.
Have you watched any of it yet?
No, I haven't gotten to watch the Blu-rays yet. I haven't had an opportunity. But I mean, I've seen the series, but I haven't watched the Blu-rays yet. So yeah, hoping to get to that later today.
Master?
Look, in terms of a show that I keep going back to, it would have to be Firefly. I don't know. There's something about it that I really enjoy.
Excellent.
In terms of a television series that wraps up really well and is consistently brilliant, probably Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Firefly is so brilliant. So frustrating that it only got that one season, but it's a brilliantly written season. So yeah,
Fox sabotaged that from the get-go.
they absolutely did. They screwed up the airing order of the show.
They
from
released
day
like
one.
episode 2, then
Yeah.
4, then 1, then 3, then 7. It's just
Completely
bizarre.
ruined the ongoing story. It made no sense. Yeah.
Blame Gail Berman.
Yeah.
I will.
Good.
Melvin?
Don't know.
I've never heard of that. Is it any good?
I mean, something good that nobody's seen. I think everybody's seen all the good ones. How
well, there
about
are
Rome?
there are a few out that.
Has
there are-
anybody not seen Rome?
Seen what? No one call you.
Is it still doing it? Is it
Yeah, a little bit.
Did you say Rome?
At
Rome? Yeah.
Yeah. That was excellent.
Look, if this microphone's no good, I'll drop out because there's no point. I'll
No,
just
we can
make
hear
it
you now.
Now you'll set Brown's OCD off.
no, you're gonna stay now. We'll put up with it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I can't think of
what was it?
anything. I can't think of anything that good.
Yeah,
But-
Jay Goodwin's got The Prisoner. It's a
Oh,
great
The
one that a
Prisoner,
lot
yes.
of people today have not seen. It's an excellent series.
That was amazing.
Trevor.
Well, R2 sank my battleship because I was going
Oh.
to say Blake 7. So now I'm going to go for Gardener's World with Alan Titchmarsh.
You've been a prick now. Go on.
Yeah, just pretty much. No, Blake 7. I've got to agree with R2. It's fucking bang on. If you haven't seen Blake 7, you're doing yourself a disservice. As somebody who enjoys science fiction and pop culture, this is the show that has gone under everybody's radar. Fair enough, it was the English Star Trek mixed with the Magnificent Seven. Yeah, it's not aged well. It's ropey in places, but that's some of its charm. And the fact that it's got a Dudley Simpson soundtrack to it, which is, you know, he did the best Doctor Who stuff. There was only one episode of Blake 7 he didn't do the score for, and that's because the person who directed that particular episode didn't like Dudley Simpson. So he booted him off for one episode only.
Jesus.
I've thought of one.
Go on.
There was a series called Terriers. It
It's
was
about dogs.
it was an American show. It ran for one season and got cancelled. It was
Terriers.
I think it was 13 episodes. It's about these two kind of low-life private detective types, and it was amazingly good, and then it got cancelled.
I never heard of that one.
Yeah, I would recommend it. It doesn't end 100% properly, but the ending is adequate. But I'd
Terriers.
recommend it. Yeah, it's brilliant. Everybody should.
Okay.
They're not fooling anybody. Aurak is not a fucking supercomputer. He looks like a fucking skeggy jukebox.
Babylon.
See, it's tricky because I remember watching loads of older series that were just really funny. You got things like TV Offal, Day to Day, Brass Eye,
Yeah.
you know, and you got good ones like The Prisoner. But there were some really obscure ones. There was one called KYTV.
Oh,
that
yeah.
aired on BBC Two
Angus
back in the
Deaton and-
90s. It was sort of like the starting of career of loads of
Loads of
comedians
them.
at the time.
Oh, An Adapter, Mike
Yes,
Flex, Mike
That's right.
Cable,
Mike Stand.
Philip Pope
Yeah.
was in there as well. They were all the the hat trick mob, weren't it? You know.
Yes.
And then that was a fucking great call. That is bang on. Do you know something? Me and you, we would be locked in watching all
Would
this
it be
shit
like
again.
mutual masturbation?
No, we don't do what you do. Your vegan wankism. You're not right, you. Fucking bikes and veganism, you tosser. I love you,
but-
really.
I mean, even other stuff like there was the detectives with
Jasper
was it
Carrot.
Robert Powell and Jasper
Yeah,
Carrot?
that was
Yeah.
all right.
That was that was pretty good. But
Z
even
has
stuff,
a full set
even
of
stuff
KY.
like it's worth it. You just got to get it out on occasion.
Gareth Marenghi's Dark Place.
Greetings, traveller.
Gareth Marenghi's Dark Place, very good. Wellington Paranormal, What We Do in the Shadows. They're both fantastic ones I've watched quite recently.
V.
The original, pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the final battle.
There's only one TV series that springs to mind.
Crossroads.
No, it's good. That was good though.
Banshee.
Yeah, Banshee. The
I
best.
knew
I
it.
said Benji.
Benji. Yeah.
Benji the Hunted.
Banshees are so good. Everybody.
Yeah, Anthony Starr.
Yeah, if you can get literally the first 30 seconds, there's shagging. If you can get past that,
Oh
it's
no! I'm just gonna
Banshees.
watch that part on repeat. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Banshee's fantastic. Season 3 of Banshee is
It was all good.
Yeah, I've got that on
probably
my.
one of the finest seasons of TV I've ever watched.
I think I've got that on
It's-
my
it's
watch
up
list
there.
on.
It's up
Max.
there, folks. Banshee, it's up there. It's so fucking good. Yeah, Anthony Starr's fantastic.
I just thought of another one. It's very short-lived. It was called Look Around You. It had
Oh, I've
2
seen that.
seasons. It was a Mickey take of the old school Open University TV programs.
Yeah.
It was so ridiculous. They are on YouTube. All you have to do is find Look Around You. It's brilliant.
Fucking hell, Sport Billy.
With his bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christ, that's going back.
Isn't it? That was a Brazilian cartoon, badly dubbed for England. Like Mr. Rossi. What the fuck was that cartoon all about?
It was about this man, right? And his name was Mr. Rossi.
Is that status quo?
That's
Mr.
as
Rossi?
far as I've got.
No, that's Francis Rossi.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
The other one died, didn't he?
Rick Parfitt.
Yeah,
died,
Rick Parfitt, yeah. Don't remind me, because I've been playing that shoddy fucking status quo Christmas song all week. Oh, God. At least
One
I've
that-
not played that dodgy one from the Jingle Jangle Jewelry video.
Oh,
Jingle. Jingle.
Is it Il Duce Jubileo by Mike Oldfield? It is, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Fucking hate that song.
Spartacus, Blood and Sand.
Oh, the first season of Spartacus was decent until the lead actor, who's Australian, passed away.
Yeah, he
of
died, didn't
cancer.
he? Yeah.
I'm surprised at how many people over here have not seen the IT Crowd. It's a
I love the
brilliant
IT
show.
Crowd.
Yeah.
I
So
never liked
good.
that show. That's so weird to say Matt Berry's in it.
Yeah, Matt Berry comes in the second season.
Father!
Apart from Garth Marenghi's Dark Place, anything with Richard Ayoade in it, I don't bother, you know?
He was in that Jaguar commercial a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Has anybody ever seen how bad Man to Man with Dean Lerner is? Anybody watch that?
That
It was a
was-
spin-off.
No.
Man to Man with Dean Lerner. It was the spin-off from Garth Marenghi.
No.
Don't. It's shite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Channel 4 for you.
Artoo, Professor, have you seen Father Ted?
I've seen some of it. It just recently was added to
Are you a racist?
one of the services over here. It was just recently added to Tubi, so I've been watching through that. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's the same guy who.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Graham Linehan,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
apparently will be moving to the United States soon.
Don't blame him. Spaced. Simon Pegg when he was funny. Yeah, Spaced is all
Oh,
right.
way back then.
Space
Yeah,
is all
Spaced.
that.
That's a fun one.
Like Top Buzzer, I never bothered with that either. That was supposed to be funny.
What?
Top Buzzer.
Top Buzzer.
What?
Never heard of.
Oh, BBC 3. Moving swiftly on.
You're doing your best to kill this evening?
Oh, well, if it's not you, it's got to be me, hasn't it? It's my turn this week.
Sorry, Band of Brothers.
I think everybody's seen that.
That is a
Maybe
great,
not. It's a great show.
I haven't.
Oh, it's brilliant.
I tell you what, people have mentioned in the chat, what we haven't actually put up on the screen. Burn Notice. That is very good.
The
Not
woman in that was
necessarily
really
sci-fi.
annoying.
Yeah,
Burn Notice rocked.
yeah. My mother loves that show. I've watched a little bit of it. I just never really got into it. That mystery, investigation kind of thing never really.
Jeffrey Donovan as Michael Weston. He launched his career sort of in the Blair Witch 2. He was that annoying prick who lived in that old warehouse.
That's half the people I know.
Well, there you go then. Yeah, I got to admit though, I'm trying to think of her name now. Gabriella Anwar. She was annoying.
And she had that ridiculous accent as well. She can't do it.
Yeah, well, she was Irish in the pilot, and then people complained. So then she pretended to be American. But I thought she was a bad fit for that show. She wasn't particularly attractive. She wasn't.
She was
totty enough.
when she was younger. She was.
Yeah, but
I think whoever wrote it just couldn't write women because people who can't write women do to either make them evil or they make them insane. One or the other.
Can write women.
Because he is one.
He said specifically he finds it easy to write women. Kurtzman.
It's all that estrogen flowing through his veins.
It's a soy boy.
Yep. To be fair, I remember an interview where the guys from Monty Python said it was very easy to write women because all they could write was the 20-year-old Dolly Bird or their grandmas. That was it. There was no other women in the world.
Oh, what's that saying about writing women? Just write a man and remove accountability.
And insanity or something.
I thought you said ride a woman then.
That too, Trev.
That's easier. Unless you're Lily Phillips, she can't ride for at least another week or so now. She'll be walking like John Wayne.
John Wayne's hollow bags.
You leave her fanny out of this.
I think of a man and I take away reason and accountability. Yeah, that was from As Good as It Gets. Yeah,
Carol Cleveland. Yes. Master, have you watched Craven yet?
I did. It's bloody.
I knew
awful.
you would.
I'm sorry for you.
Yeah, I figured I'd try and cover that on my channel before Christmas, and it was so painful. It was just boring. You can't do a Spider-Man villain without Spider-Man, and you can't do Russell Crowe as a Russian mafioso. He's hamming it in. The story's boring. It's not entertaining. I feel like Madam Web was better. At least that was funny in an unintentional way.
That says a lot.
But yeah, this was pure misery.
For a long time,
I do not recommend it.
I was going to say, for a long time on Rotten Tomatoes, it was 16% for Craven Hunt.
What's it out now? Do we know?
Don't actually know now. I got a screen cap of it at 16% because it's sort of it's so funny. I have a feeling Sony is sort of pivoting everything in the Spider-Man universe now. They're probably going to reboot Spider-Man again.
Well, what's funny is that in the comics, Kraven the Hunter nearly kills Spider-Man, and Kraven the Hunter the movie has killed the Spider-Man Sonyverse.
Is it a 5.5 out of 10 then, Master?
No, it's a 2.
Well, worse than that.
IGN gave it a 3.
Well, an IGN
and
3
they give
is like a 0.
Yeah, but they give a 7 to everything.
Yeah.
Vex was the 16%.
Well, Sony's check must have bounced, so they didn't get their 7 that they paid for.
Yeah, where's all the shills when you need them?
The Acolyte is still at 18%.
Do you know, I don't understand that. It was at 13% for so long, and it was consistent. And then all this fuss started, and they just paid to get it slightly back up again. And then they stopped everybody voting on it.
Didn't they delete some reviews that were unfavorable?
Yeah. Oh yeah, mine got canned as well in the first call. I can't think why.
What for that?
I left a review for Obi-Wan on IMDb and they removed it. So I shut down my IMDb account and protested.
Really?
Yeah, if I'm not allowed to be honest, then I'm not playing.
I don't blame you.
Genuinely, I think they should have done a second series of The Acolyte.
Fuck
That would
off.
have been so much fun for us to cover.
Wouldn't it though?
Yeah, because
The show that launched 1,000 YouTubers.
yeah, yeah.
And the money.
I think Obi-Wan was funnier than the Acolyte.
Okay, which one was the worst then? Which Disney series was worse?
Acolyte.
Did the most damage?
Acolyte.
Should I say, did the most damage?
Oh,
Acolyte.
well, I would say that's two different things then.
Yeah.
Did the most damage is Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
Did the most damage to the lore? I feel
Yes.
Acolyte. Did the most damage to established characters? Probably Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
With what it did to
Yeah.
I think
Obi-Wan
episode
and
8 did the most damage because it just messed up everything.
Well, yeah, I was thinking series, but yes, if anything did the most
talking about
damage,
TV
it was
series,
Last
yeah.
Jedi.
Yeah.
Anything after Jedi, and as in Return of the Jedi, is fucking questionable. You could take your pick. You're spoiled for choice, aren't you? Really, for canon fucking destroying content. Disney, the company that proudly fucked itself up the arse several times and came back for more.
Don't hold back, Trev.
Well, why should I? Molly's saying it like it is. Everybody else is saying the same thing, just more tactfully.
Of everything that Disney's made, I mean, what would you actually like keep of everything that Disney's made on Star Wars?
Nothing.
Cancel
Not
all
a
of it.
thing.
Not even Mandalorian season
No.
1,
Nothing.
2.
No,
It would all
no.
go.
Go away with it.
No.
No, 'cause
Something.
that's
I'd even
too
scrap the
shit.
Clone Wars. I get rid of the Clone Wars as well. That would go well. And
I
start
have-
again.
I have a theory about Skeleton Crew. I think that they just wrote a space fantasy show and no one was picking it up. And so Disney just said, just stick a Star Wars badge on it and put some member berries in it.
I remember.
Because if you strip everything Star Wars out of it, it's, you know,
Exactly the
it's
same.
style of, yeah, exactly. Nothing changes, but it
Well-
is a show about kids going into space and having adventures with low budget aliens. It's still a show. It would have been all right if they didn't have a Star Wars badge
Rogue
on
One and all were okay.
it.
Of fashion.
Still,
Yeah,
A bunch.
if we could have the rest of what Disney has made erased, I would gladly give up Rogue One. I
Yeah.
would gladly give up the
Yes.
first
If it's
the first
Disney
season
Star
of
Wars,
Bando.
you would chuck it under the fucking bus regardless, wouldn't you? Really,
Yep. Yeah.
just to put everything back and retcon it all.
I did appreciate the script writing in Andor. I thought the characters were well done. The Empire was extremely competent in a way that we hadn't really seen in quite some time. But like
and,
you,
and
Archie,
evil.
and evil, yeah. But like you, if it meant getting rid of all Disney properties, then I'd happily let go of Andor.
Yes, yeah. The writing in that first season is incredibly well done. It's not well paced.
It's
as
really
far as the
not
whole
incredibly
season.
well done, is it? I mean, really, it's. I think people got way too over enthusiastic about Andor because fuck all happens in it.
Needs
And
a re-edit. does
It's. I mean, they made us serious about a character who we know he dies.
yeah.
There's no stakes. He's never in danger, and we know it.
Yeah.
Right? And-
Well, that's
and
the risk with any prequel. Anytime you make
Yeah.
that, you've lost any possible drama of someone actually dying. That all of that's gone.
The whole thing put him in prison, and for what? They just filled space. You know, was it 10 episodes or 12 episodes the first season? Can't remember. But there was no reason for that to happen. It didn't serve any purpose. That it might have a payoff some seasons down the line, but it's ended in season 2, so it's not going to have a payoff now at all, is it? It's
Who's watching season 2 of Vandor?
Yeah.
it was
I
definitely.
I absolutely am. Yeah.
unnecessarily drawn out and boring and pointless.
Yeah. I you know,
Much like this channel.
it's worth
You said
it's worth
dare
it's
you.
worth arguing.
Wah,
It's worth
wah,
discussing.
wah.
But yeah. No, I mean definitely Andor had serious pacing problems. There were a lot of episodes. Well, you've got the whole thing sort of near the beginning with Andor and on that planet and sort of joining in with this heist and everything. That went on way too long. It was way too drawn out. I actually, when he was in prison, the stuff that happened in prison, the breakout, I thought all of that was really well done, and it showed sort of the tyranny of the Empire, especially.
I thought the prison thing was terrible writing because they said that prisoners were cheaper than droids, but for the Empire that controls the galaxy, is money obstacle?
Don't drop the
should've
space soap.
They should have just bought the droids because droids don't need security, you know, and they could have hid the base somewhere where nobody was ever going to find it, you know. But they put people there who need security, and then they had to lie to the prisoners and put them on rotation. So how did they only find out that the prisoners weren't getting away? Somebody must have known before, unless it was a brand new prison. You know, because if they're only moving different sections in the prison instead of letting them go, then why did nobody already know?
Are you overthinking it?
Because everybody who was ever put there would still be there unless they died, if they're not letting anybody go. So how was that a secret that they weren't letting anybody? Everybody must have already known.
How would everybody know if no one ever left?
Well, the people in the prison would know, and everyone in the prison would have known that they didn't let out. You know, their sentence is up and they're still there. They must have realized at that point that nobody was getting out. So it wasn't. It shouldn't have been a revelation. They should have already known. You know, it's like it's old that they were pretending was new. Everybody who had served their sentence
new prisons in UK,
and was still there.
But it's also one of those things when you have something as big as the Empire, you don't really question, shouldn't he have been let out a couple of weeks ago?
But the prisoners would question it. The prisoners
would question it, and they'd just be beaten down and
they would
thrown
just
into an incinerator.
Shawshank Redemption in space.
So then it would have been a talking point. It wouldn't have been, oh, I'm getting out next week. Nobody would have been saying shit like that, right? They would have known they're not getting out.
You're not going out. You're doing Vader's taxes.
Master, have you been watching, what's it called? Skeleton Crew?
Yes, I have, yeah.
Okay.
Look, I don't think it's spectacular. It doesn't really feel like Star Wars, but for a kid show, I think it's just like it does the bare minimum, and I'm curious to see how the rest of the season pans out. But yeah, like my biggest complaint would probably just be that it's like a story set in the Star Wars universe loosely, but it isn't a Star Wars story.
Well, no, because it's Treasure Island.
It is. It's pretty much Treasure Island, isn't it?
Does what I said make sense then? If you just stripped everything Star Wars off of it, would it just be an all right TV show?
Yeah, it'd be all right.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's probably what happened. Like as you said, Disney got a hold of the script that reminded them of Treasure Island, and they were like, well, we've got Star Wars, we've got Indiana Jones, we've got Marvel. Where could we slot this? Okay, let's do it into Star Wars and see what people say. Yeah.
Did they put the pirates in Mandalorian season 3 because they knew they were making this?
I don't think they thought that far ahead.
I doubt it.
The script writers don't even know what's happening at the end of a series. I don't think they would care about another series that hasn't been made yet.
I don't think Disney people are that smart, to be fair.
Yeah. Well, hasn't this actually been done for a while? I thought the story was that this had been done for a while. In fact, it was ready before the Acolyte was ready.
I don't know. I think that's just easy for them to say. I won't believe anything from Disney at this point.
Wrenched. Skeleton Crew's leading straight into the sequels. The adults of Atin are all working on creating Star Killer Base.
I've heard that. I've heard that several times now from a few different people. I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
That'd be interesting if it was true. I don't know though. That seems too competent.
According to Google, production.
Mr. Magoo.
January 2023.
Yeah, so it's been done for a while. Yeah, and that was sort of the rumor, was that Disney did not believe in this show. They thought the Acolyte was going to be their big hit, and so they pushed Acolyte forward early, and then this one was just sitting on the back burner waiting to be released.
So, some fuckers deluded at Disney.
No, they are.
Of the kids,
most definitely.
I'd say an argument. Go on, Brown.
No, mine was a passing funny comment in my mind, but obviously not. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think that like Skeleton Crew is less offensive than Obi-Wan and Acolyte. Like they should have just done this first.
True.
Yeah, I would say that's certainly true. It's so far it hasn't proved itself just completely incompetent. It's just not top tier television. It's not great storytelling. It's not particularly interesting. Now that we've got Jude Law in the show, there's actually a competent actor there who actually looks like he's putting in the effort, but I don't know how much that's going to add up to in the end.
How could you construct anything as big as Starkiller Base?
It's a rather ridiculous proposition, to be honest.
How long would it take to construct something that big?
Decades.
Like the Death Star. How would... Anybody?
Far too long.
Well, the Death Star...
Special effects.
Yeah, the Death Star took, what, 18 years, 20 years?
Oh, okay. So
I think and they started building the second one as the first one was being finished.
Yeah.
Entirely done by Wookiee slave labor.
Jay Goodwin wrenched. That depends, Brune. Is it a union job?
Oh, could take decades. Yep.
Centuries, even.
Centuries.
20 Okay, I killed that. Sorry, folks.
Starkiller Base was just ridiculous on every front. Not only would it be insanely difficult to construct that planet-sized base like that, but then the whole way that they use it in the movie, that it fires some sort of thing that we can see is clearly not traveling at light speed, but that somehow it manages to travel between different parts of the galaxy in mere seconds. It's just so stupid. It's J.J. Abrams just doing his thing where he has no idea what size space is or how quickly things can travel.
Starkiller Base is
the planet Ilum. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that could move through the galaxy?
Nope.
Oh.
Not originally. They put engines on it for fun.
It can shoot a beam that can travel between different star systems faster than the speed of light.
Well, wouldn't the energy dissipate, though?
Wouldn't it, though?
Yeah.
Not only that, when it travels to another star system, it somehow magically breaks apart and starts hitting different planets and things instead of just a single target.
Does it go through hyperspace?
Who knows?
I don't think they thought that far ahead. And
even if it did,
that.
Even if it traveled through hyperspace, it takes time to travel through hyperspace.
Oh.
Even if they're going faster than light, it clearly in the
not
movies
real,
it takes time to travel.
Yes, it is.
So it's just
Shut up.
The whole idea is just completely messed up. The idea that you're going to fire some weapon from one star system to a completely separate star system, but that it's going to be able to get there in a matter of seconds, and we're going to be able to watch it from every planet in the galaxy.
From here to the sun is 8 minutes at light speed.
Yeah.
Vex Electronica Ranch. Driving home and listening. Yeah, I think Vex has just been to see Craven.
Yeah, did you hear what she said about it?
No.
Did you take a poncho?
She
Vex?
said Craven was amazing.
Oh, okay.
She lies.
Well, I know why she's liking it, because Aaron Taylor-Johnson is half naked.
Yeah, she said that.
He's a good-looking boy, isn't he? Good-looking boy.
How does it get his superpowers? It gets bitten by a magic lion. Is that what happens?
It's right. It's a mixture of him getting bitten and some voodoo potion stuff that's just bizarre. Just watch it. You're gonna have a good time laughing at it.
Niyak.
I think that is it, peeps. I think that is it. Chats, you are wonderful. Thank you for showing up, listening to this rabble. Thank you for the interaction, the super chats. We will see you next time. I will thank the guest, Professor Artoo.
Thanks for having me. Always fun.
The wonderful, it's been a while, Master Niyak. Cheers, Master.
Cheers, Brune. Lovely to see you, fellas. Thanks for having me on. And hopefully I can jump in either towards the end of this year or beginning of next year more often.
We're here every Friday by the sounds of it. Anytime, mate. So Melvin Deeply.
No bother, Brun. Sorry about the hup, 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 or whatever.
Alex.
That's the one. Alex.
Mr. Brown Lights. Thank you, Mr. Brown Lights. Babylon B.
Hey, thank you for having me on. Chat, you're wonderful. Panel, you've been amazing. Like, subscribe, and see you Sunday.
Trev Retro. Cheers, Trev.
Hey, you're welcome, matey. Nice to meet you, Niyak, and everybody else
You
on the
too.
panel tonight. And, thanks to everybody in the chat. Your patience is very kind.
We'll do the legal
Putting up with you
disclaimers.
because you're a vegan.
Never go full vegan, folks. We'll do
No.
the disclaimers. Number 9, members, live stream, special guests. We're pushing for 5,000 subscribers. We got some new subs. Yay. Please like, share, subscribe. Please donate the channel.
It needs a
Memberships are open. Who watched that? It's a load of bollocks. Let's go back to the title.
Bollocks.
Alex. That is it, folks. I think Master's doing his. What's the movie tomorrow, mate?
It's Predators. We're doing the Predator stream tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. Come join us. Have some fun.
Predators wasn't bad, if I remember.
No, I think it's the second best Predator film in the series, behind only the original Predator. Because Predator 2 is silly as hell.
That's Robert Rodriguez, isn't it?
It is. Oh,
Okay.
I think it's produced by Robert Rodriguez and directed by Nimrod Antel.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought I directed it. Okay, so that's tomorrow then. Yes.
Yes, sir.
We're back on Sunday doing the shite of the week, everybody. So we'll see you then. Take care, everybody. Look after yourselves. Tally bye.
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 I mean-